Damn.
Sounds like you're
Nate, you want to talk a little bit into just say some horrific things into the microphone, please?
Okay, alabaster albino children.
What are you doing down there?
Well, see, when a papa bear and a mama bear,
Or two papa bears.
when they love each other very much, when you look
Damn.
deeply into his eyes.
Dude, I almost had you.
Dude, you never had me. You never had your radio
No.
spot. He was just a boy. He didn't understand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very special episode of the Camcast.
More shenanigans are afoot.
Oh, yes. We have most of the regular crew here. I mean, regular crew are the people that show up most regularly.
I mean, 9 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am Mike, Doc Taste, fearless leader, and I am joined on my right by one Doc Bold, Mr.
Yo.
Picar, Gavin Phuket.
Yo.
Attaboy.
Yo.
And holding down the end of the table, not Yo-Yo Ma,
No.
Yo-Yo Dave,
Yo, Pa.
professor of the ghetto arts.
Yo, dog, I heard you like yo-yos, so I put a yo-yo on your dog so you could yo-yo with your dog, yo.
There we go.
Yo.
Wisdom.
And
Speaking of wisdom,
yes, we are joined by our friends, the Racing Nomads, Jamie and Nate.
Hello.
oh, hey.
Hi.
Can you
Didn't
guys
see
see
you
me?
guys there.
Hey,
Where did
did
you
you-
come from?
I didn't see you there. Weird. The crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes wild.
Praise Hank.
No, not Hank.
Hank.
Oh,
You never
please-
heard about the
please don't get
the
him
Great
on that.
Cosmic Owl?
Jeez.
Hank the Great Cosmic Owl.
Shit.
You
Yeah.
got like half an hour because it's going to take him half an hour.
So
to
I went
I
to the
mean,
mountaintop and I seen
Mike,
Hank.
are we doing any time stretching? Because I want to hear about Hank, this owl.
I mean, the agenda's pretty thin, so feel free to hit me with all the Hank you want to hit me with.
All right, so Hank, he lives in the sun. He wants you to praise it, but he does not care about you, because you are just literally owl shit. We are all just star poop. We just exist in this whole cosmic thing and nothing to do except for just exist.
I'll buy it.
Yeah, praise Hank.
I can get down with that.
All hail Hank.
Oh, so there's some Starbucks if you go by
Ooh,
them
yeah,
and
he
you
goes,
hoot at them.
"Ooh."
They were some of my former employees. Just
Very
hoot
good.
at them,
Very good.
Yeah, this is
Now
what
we
it's going to
know.
be about, people. Strap in.
right? Oh, and I did bring him a gift. So,
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
right?
He
And I-
has
and I-
gifts.
And I can't remember, Dave, did we give you a daddy name? Guys, you'll have to
What?
rewind back. Oh,
Yeah, remember he's Black Leather Zipper
Damn.
Daddy.
Oh, damn.
yeah, DLBZ.
Dear
I-
sweet Christ.
I think
So,
we had talked about it, but I don't
Nate sent
think
me
it
on
was
a
the
venture
air.
to the liquor store, and I found these.
Yeah, so I
Attaboy.
had to up my ante from Ice House to wait for it,
Uh-oh.
Natty Daddy.
Natty Daddy.
Oh,
No
my God.
way.
That's amazing.
I don't even know what it is.
What?
Just put it in your mouth.
Thank you.
And I brought some Mickeys because it's not
Well,
it's more
okay.
classic.
Well, of course.
Do you want a
Damn.
Mickey?
No, I want the weird Natty Daddy.
Holy shit, it's an 8% natty light.
Yeah,
Holy
Right?
shit.
I
Where
seen
was
it.
this?
at the liquor store.
Damn.
I had to
Like,
do it.
what liquor store did you guys go to?
one
And was
up
there a
here in
concentration of rednecks?
I think it was the one in Magna.
No, it's the one right here in Fort Union. The
Oh,
one
Fort
close-
Union. It's
shit.
fancy.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the gentrified beer.
Bonsai.
Dave,
I
you
wanted
have-
to say it was
you-
the champagne of beers, but
You have to share some with Nate
oh yeah,
because he wants to know.
please,
Dude.
dude, you want to?
Sure.
You do the honors,
Oh, okay. I'll drink it from your can.
bro. It's okay.
I'll even blow out my gutter.
Oh man.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh buddy.
Pinky's out. You fancy motherfucker.
So, what's it taste
Very
like?
foamy. It tastes foamy and blue.
It's foamy and blue.
It tastes like Natty Light.
Let's
It tastes like you left the Natty Light out way too
Ah.
long.
Yeah.
You know,
So, Natty Light.
ooh,
It's good.
So the other reason why I bought the Natties is it reminds me of my grandma,
Okay.
and all she does is drink Natties and smoke cigs.
yeah, there we
And
go.
eat
That's
tuna
motherfucker
fish.
right there.
The kind of
yeah.
grandma we all like.
Exactly. I had to go find her once.
I
we
love
call
Grandma.
that-
I love Grandma Miller. She's hilarious.
We call that petrified grandma. She's gonna live to a ripe old age.
She's immortal. And so-
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she is.
exactly. When you inhale enough tobacco and you drink enough alcohol.
Oh, and tuna fish. That's the
Oh,
the
okay.
trifecta.
Is that the-
yeah, yeah.
Wait,
that's the
doesn't she
circle.
like eat spam too? Is
Yeah.
that her favorite thing?
No, tuna fish.
Or is
Well,
it
no, I
tuna?
mean
Okay.
like you butter the pan with spam.
Okay.
Then you put the tuna in.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got to give that tuna
Or
fish
you eat it.
flavor.
Yeah, or you eat it straight out of the can. One of the two. Either one.
I like most of my foods that come out of cans, so I'm down.
I mean, I love my cranberry sauce can-shaped.
With the ridges in it still.
That's my favorite part about Thanksgiving.
That's how it has to be.
Is the can-shaped chunk of cranberry sauce
With-
on the
And how
dish.
it jiggles.
It's wrong if it's any other way.
It's true.
It's got to have the ridges in it still.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's
yeah.
got the ridges. One side still looks like the bottom of the can.
Ribbed for your pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we
No,
go.
no, those aren't ribs. They're like dividing lines. That's where you cut. Mm-hmm. See?
But they're not all the way through the can.
That's okay.
Oh, so you get the big slice, and then everybody else gets the
Yeah.
little slices in the middle,
Looking
and then you
out.
get another big slice.
Gotta look up for
Exactly.
number
You,
one.
my friend, have got this whole portion thing figured out.
Exactly.
I like it. Cheers.
So it's good for you.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Ching.
Hey.
Ching. Ching, ching.
Ching.
Ching,
Ching, ching, ching.
Oh,
Dull
I
thud.
ran
Dull
out.
thud.
Dull
I ran
thud.
Don't worry, the bottle's right there in front of your left
Okay.
hand.
With all
Okay.
the mixers.
I know, I got to mix it.
There's only 2 people on this table that can have mixers, and
Yeah.
I am not one of them.
Damn.
Wah, wah.
Well, we got a box with 2 more of them in them somewhere.
Here, everyone's a mixer today.
Everybody gets a mixer. Only one's going to be plugged in. Find out whose.
On next
And then it
week's
goes mute.
episode.
Oh, yeah.
On the next episode of Board Roulette.
Oh, man. So we have, like I said, kind of a light agenda so as to
Indeed.
make room for more Hank the Owl talk.
I put a
Pretty
thing
much.
in.
Yes, you did. You put a thing in. I fleshed out some things. You know.
Wow. I just refreshed that, and it got huge.
Wow. Don't.
I mean-
are we still doing
Yeah,
phrasing?
phrasing.
No, let's
I
just
mean-
let that one sit.
Just let that one slow simmer.
What the shit, Archer?
So-
You want ants? That's how you get ants.
all right.
Yes, of the berry.
Okay. Before we get into how salty the internet is about the Supra not coming with a manual transmission, Gavin, talk about
Wait.
the thing that you drove.
That
I-
also does not come with a manual transmission.
Yes.
No, but it doesn't need one.
Oh, that is exactly what I wanted to hear from
Oh,
you.
it doesn't need. It's so good. This.
Okay, just
so
go ahead and-
this is round 2 of me needing to just shut the fuck up about cars online.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
The first one was the Focus RS, wasn't
Yep. And the second one is the
Oh.
Kia Stinger GT.
it? Wow.
Yeah. So a buddy of mine, a very good friend of mine, Justin McIntyre, he just bought one. All-
And this is the full options one, right?
boxes, all the boxes are ticked. So it's the twin turbo V6, 3.3 liter V6, 370 horse, like 380 foot-pounds of torque, 8-speed ZF auto. The all-wheel drive system is kind of more like Porsche 911 Turbo, Lamborghini Gallardo.
So a bit more rear biased and
like
aggressive.
well, other than eco mode,
Mhm.
80% is at the back and 20% at the front.
That's good.
And then in eco mode is like a WRX where it's just 50-50.
Okay, just biases on that. Okay.
Yeah.
So how about that trans? I'm interested in the trans because I'm
The
kind of a
trans
ZF
is what
fanboy.
my only gripe about the car. Actually,
Oh, dang.
there
okay, what is it?
it's still really good. There were some times where I was coming up on a corner and I wanted second, and it didn't want to give me second.
Didn't want it.
No,
Okay, so
but
so it could
but
be
the great thing
software.
is, it likely is.
Okay.
Luckily, it's got some really good Brembos, so you
Ha-ha.
can still like hit the brakes still harder before the turn.
Reel it in.
You rely less on the engine braking you and holding you back, and more on the brake brakes.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I filmed a little thing with my buddy. He wants to do a video series about the longevity of that car, because that's the one thing that no one's really tested, because the car's only been out for a few months.
That's right. The car came out, just a couple months before we showed up at SEMA, right?
Yeah, like the SEMA was like one of the first big.
People were sliding those around.
Yep.
And it looked like they were having a damn fine time with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we filmed that up at Antelope Island. And
Oh, right.
that's the first time I'd actually driven on Antelope Island. And I don't know if
okay.
you guys have. It's
I don't.
It's been
Pretty.
years, though.
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last time
it's
I drove
great.
on it was in a bus.
I
Was
mean,
it?
last time I was on Antelope Island, water went to Antelope Island.
Oh.
And was that when candy was only a penny? Wait.
5 cents.
Dang it.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
No.
Nichols had bees on him. Say, give me 5 bees for a quarter.
I remember it as if it were a meal ago, said Tommy the cat.
Oh.
Sorry,
what
throwback.
what I found just really interesting and kind of funny is how much it feels like Iceland, right? Like on Antelope Island, just some of the the views and
Okay.
kind of like the ridge line
Okay.
of like some of the hills. Like I've seen a lot of things about like Iceland or whatever, and just like looking, like look at that.
That's a pretty picture.
Yeah,
I
it's
dig.
That's my Outback of my buddy Stinger.
I dig.
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty sweet out there.
It doesn't look like Utah.
No,
No, it doesn't.
no.
It really
If
doesn't.
we actually shot I shot a feature out there years ago. Our buddy Ryan's RSX.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Lott's
yeah.
RSX that he badged up to look kind of like a Type R.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took that thing out there and shot it, and it was just so different. Like we drove up to the top and then back all the way down and everything, and it was just that is it. Like
There's some good turns over there.
Oh, yeah.
Like I want to use that for like some feature shooting,
I would like to shut.
like video things.
I would like to shut that down and have some weird hill climb up the whole island.
I wonder how much it would cost.
Is
mean,
it? Well, I mean, it's
Does it
government
connect?
owned.
Is
but-
it like a whole like full circle?
It's not like
No.
an Isle of Man thing.
Oh, okay. I'm like that'd be even. Oh, we just need to buy the island and then just.
Well, there's an island next to that main island that's empty. You have to get like it.
Well, that
get
one-
on a boat to get out there.
Well, that and they
That
shoot
one-
it with missiles. It's a testing ground.
is that what that is?
Yeah.
Well, there's a testing ground and there's a bird sanctuary
was
somewhere
gonna
else out there.
Well,
Bird
there's-
sanctuary is only like this big,
Well, the
Oh,
Bear
there we
River
go.
Bird Refuge is like north and east of that.
yeah,
and there's no
Yeah.
birds. What are you talking about?
exactly. We're done with
because
birds.
they keep getting blown up. Duh.
Stupid birds. Stop being a bird.
Bird is a word.
How's your bird knees?
A bird. A bird is a word. A bird. Okay, all right. I see you reaching for the mute button. I'll stop.
Wait for it. You
I'll
need
behave.
a big one. You're like, huh?
I'll do it. I'll do
Do it,
it.
motherfucker.
Don't make me do this.
I will turn this goddamn podcast around.
Be a dick. Don't be a dick. Be a dick. Don't be a dick.
I roll a dice.
You're gonna have to blow the dust off that "Don't be a dick" button.
That
Wait,
never,
wait.
Burn.
Jimmy.
Is that a real button? Because like I think mine's broken.
It's
that
just
never gets used.
it's just drawn on there.
Draw it on with a dick.
Don't be a insert veiny triumphant bastard here.
Bam.
Well,
I just want to get like the Staples like that was easy button and just like scratch that off and be like, don't be a dick on it.
I
we
like
can
it.
We can
Yeah.
make it happen,
Yes.
but you leave the stock programming on it, so you still hit the "Don't be a dick" button, and it just says that was easy.
No. You leave it the way it is, but say on the up top says "Don't be a dick," and then on top says "Button is really hard to push," and then leave a small hole and put a thumbtack. And so when you push it really hard because you are told to, now you won't be a dick because you're all
Problems.
hundled.
problem solved.
Stay humble.
Dear God. Stay woke, my friends. Stay woke.
What the hell?
All right. Well,
So back to the Stinger
Yeah,
because I'm interested.
you are.
So
What
give
do you
me
want to
more
know?
details. So did you toss this thing around some fun corners? Like,
Yes, we
how's
did.
It, how's
So
it handled?
that day, actually, we took it up into the Uintas as well, and,
Oh, okay.
and did some fun twisty road driving, and got it in like deep triples in places I would not have thought I would have been able to.
Right.
And that it feels like it's one of very few full size sedans, especially for the price range that it's at. 'Cause maxed out is $52K.
All right.
So it's like that is potential like BMW M2 money. It's potential for like later down the road like GT350 money. But it's basically a Panamera. It's four doors
Really?
with a hatch.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm assuming that's where the GT comes from for the Stinger.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
And I would have that over the 3 Series GT every day of the week.
Oh wow.
Cheaper than an adequately equipped Panamera.
Wow.
And, yeah.
So fit and finish is good then.
It feels like
Does it feel like you're driving a Kia? I guess is what I'm
not
getting at.
really.
Okay.
It's like the people in Korea, they chose the parts to go in,
Okay.
and they drew everything on the computer, and then sent an email to Germany, and then people in Germany actually made it.
And then just said, "Hey Stuttgart, can you go ahead
Hey,
and fab this up
Stuttgart,
real quick?"
go make this. Yeah, it's not quite the fit and finish of Porsche,
Okay.
but I would say it's on par with BMW.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
damn.
it's like
Which I feel is better than Audi. But I mean, you work with these cars all day.
Yeah.
You work with Volkswagens and Audis all day.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit biased towards the hater side.
and there are like influences from like the big 3 German
Well,
manufacturers
I
as well.
see a lot of BMW M Sport
I
in
see
the front end of
I
that
see.
car.
I say. Well, the front end, like exterior, to me still looks Kia.
Okay.
The interior, I get a lot of Mercedes from that.
Really?
Because the three big vents in the front, kind of just like their shape and their placement,
Okay,
it looks
okay.
very Mercedes, and also just the screen with the kind of border that it has, the where it's placed, kind of how it's tilted towards you just ever so slightly.
How would you rate the quality of the interior? Does the plastic feel cheap? Or
No,
does it...
no. There's actually a lot of actual aluminum in there.
Oh, sweet.
Wow.
Yeah. So they did their homework on this, and it's no surprise because like the lead of BMW's M division, like
Yeah, he left to go to Kia, didn't he?
yeah, and so he oversaw this whole project of the Stinger. So
So there's some good eyes on it,
yeah,
and it seems like some good material going into it.
and
Wow.
it actually rotates really well.
Nice.
It's one of those
that's
things
what I
where-
wanted to hear.
it's one of those
especially the
things-
all-wheel drive one.
It's one of those things where if it's just a little bit understeer, you just give it throttle, and
And then it comes right
it
out.
rotates
Nice.
and
Okay.
wants to
Okay.
come shake your hand around the other side.
Now, I didn't read much about these. Do they have any type of like limited slip diff in the rear?
It
or
does.
anything?
I believe it does. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Limited slip diff. I think it's 4-pot Brembos in the front.
The big boys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Probably like a 2-piston in the back or
And
something.
we were actually out at Antelope last night as well, and we did some numerous triple digit like slow down from like $120 down to like 50,
Wow.
and like the rotors were blue
Okay.
and purple,
Damn.
but weren't smoking at all.
Okay. Okay. So OE hardware is
On point.
pretty good.
On point.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Good
for a
to know.
Kia to get Gavin's blessing, that's a step in the right direction.
I didn't think I'd be here.
You didn't think you'd be saying the things you said about the Focus RS either.
I know.
here you
And,
are.
I started giving
I
you
thought-
Blue Oval nicknames for a minute.
I thought that the Focus RS, though, like I knew it would be fun to drive. I just didn't think it would be as usable as a daily.
Okay.
That was kind of my whole thing.
That's fair.
And also DSG is better and better interiors, unlike the Volkswagens.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, you are comparing a German car to a English car
That's made in Germany.
that's made in Germany.
All right.
But I mean, you got American vehicles made in Mexico all the time.
True.
Yeah.
True.
My Dodge has a 3 in front of the VIN number. I know which end is up. I know that cup holder hasn't worked since 2004.
Well,
Damn.
Wah wah.
Damn.
So
Wow, throwing some shade.
So you've passed off the Kia.
I want to do, and I want to do a full video on it.
Oh yeah,
Which that won't be hard to wrangle.
good. Right on.
Just finding time. And
Right
stuff.
on.
Yeah. I want to see what you guys have to say about it too.
Be interested to try it out. I like them.
Yeah.
I really like the
yeah.
look.
Yeah,
I like the
look
idea.
is
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
I
Well,
mean-
I like
and
it.
the thing about the look is like they still keep their own design language going. It's not like they've lost their way. or
Yeah, I
anything.
guess that's true. I bet
Yeah.
you could probably park that next to an Elantra and see some heritage.
the back end.
Yeah.
The back end looks a little Dodge Charger.
A little bit.
A
I,
bit.
I
I
see
can
like
see
a
that.
mix
With the
between
brake
a
lights?
Charger and an A7. The way it kind of tapers back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
feel
can
a
see
little
that.
Yeah,
A7
I
in
can
that.
see
Yeah.
A7 Panamera almost.
Yeah.
More A7 than Panamera.
Yeah. Yeah, because the rear end does kind of end.
The hatch is more defined
Yeah.
on that than like on the Panamera.
Yeah.
I dig.
All right.
I dig.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting few days though, for sure.
All right, cool.
Nice.
And so your buddy's in this thing for the long haul, I imagine. He probably enjoys the
is.
hell out of
He
it.
puts crazy miles
Okay.
on cars, which is one of the reasons why he wanted one.
Okay.
It does come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. I'm curious to see how long that lasts.
Nice.
Yeah. He has owned the car just a tick over a week, and he's put 2,000 miles on it.
Oh, cool.
And
Attaboy.
He hasn't been road tripping.
I was going to say that's not him going out of his way. That's
No.
just you guys enjoying it and him driving it.
Okay,
This
nice.
is like normal.
Nice. I like
So,
it.
He's put like 1,500 miles on it in like 5 days.
Okay, so this is one of those things where we're going to probably hear pretty soon about like a 30K checkup.
He's going to
Yeah.
be doing his first oil change here in the next couple weeks.
Awesome. Awesome. And so I imagine,
insane.
is he the kind of guy that's going to like textbook care for this thing and see how long it goes?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
He would
Because I
be-
really want to see that.
He would be someone to do that, yeah.
Okay, sweet. Rad.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So, like, I guess what, like 3-4 months, you'll probably do like a 30,000 mile
Yeah.
checkup on it, right?
If that.
That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
I can. I can understand how somebody can put that kind of mileage on. Like
And-
I put like 25,000 miles on my Subaru since July. So
And it's funny because this is not a guy that like isn't a car guy. Like he's hardcore, like old Saabs and like 5-cylinder Audi motors and
Oh,
like
rad. Okay.
4.2 Audi V8s and like
so
he's like
he
like,
hates money
Yeah.
and loves working on things.
yes.
Okay, so this is
No,
like
he
a
hates
step.
having money.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is a step in the right direction for him then.
Yes.
Okay,
All right. I like it.
dig it.
Perfect. All right.
So we got some race news, don't we?
Yes,
We
we
do.
do. The World Challenge season started this past weekend. And did you catch any of it, Mr. Anonymous Unicorn?
I did not.
Is that what you are?
Is
this
that what I
week?
am today?
That is what you are
God
today.
Google, pull your shit together. Like
It's great.
I am logged the hell in right now.
Yeah, but it's great. He's
On
still
multiple
the Anonymous
devices.
Unicorn.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's great.
It's different every week.
Remember when I
Yeah,
was the
I remember.
anonymous Nyan Cat?
Yeah, that was.
It's
oh,
been
that
like
was
2 or 3 times now. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of things, so Google Maps, if you've updated the app recently,
No
Yeah.
way.
Mario Kart.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
you
totally
can
Mario
change
Kart.
What?
You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
change the little
Your
blue
little
arrow.
avatar. Your-
Yeah, so set up a directions right now and then push
Yeah.
go directions, and there's a little cube on the side.
I might need to update the app, but
Yeah,
Do adult things at adult times.
hold up.
Yes.
I'm going to
This is
navigate
perfect.
home.
yeah. There you go. Navigate home.
I
and
was
then
just
see-
more sad. There need to be more like banana peels and like
Right?
stuff to hit.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah.
It's a me.
It's a Mario.
Unfortunately,
God.
unfortunately, like it doesn't do the voice, but you are Mario in the cart.
And how long is this
if you
going to
look-
be a thing for?
No.
Do we
Look
know?
really hard on that though. Before sorry, I had to interrupt you.
Go for it.
The accelerometer on that is working as well.
Yeah.
So notice when you turn left.
Oh, yeah, he turns.
leans.
Yeah.
So what I was just kind of bobbing and weaving in my truck today, and I'm like,
Oh.
it moves.
And when you get there, it does the little like victory thing. He's
Yep.
just like pumping his arm.
I'm doing this when I get on my way back.
Yeah, I did
exactly. I know where I'm
I don't
going.
need directions.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah,
I
that
know where
was-
I'm going, but I need Mario to tell me where I'm going.
That was me today. I went to
Amazing.
lunch with my girlfriend, and I just like I know exactly where her office is, but I put that in, and I had Mario guide me the whole way. It was great.
It's awesome.
So I'm just gonna be
funny.
sad when they take it away, though.
It's
I
gonna
know,
be
it should
sad.
just be a thing. Like,
Yeah.
you should
Do
be
you
able
know
to
how long
choose
it's
who you
gonna
want to be.
last?
Yeah,
They say supposedly a week,
yeah.
but like everything, that's good. But if they could add more voices, like I want Mario to tell me I
Yeah.
turn left. I want,
Right.
or like Princess or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be
Oh my
great.
god, this is so cool.
Yeah, there you go, everybody. Update your Google Maps app and go ahead and have fun.
You're
Well,
welcome.
Yep.
Didn't they do that like whole Pac-Man thing where you could turn the whole street into Pac-Man and you could
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
yeah.
Can you still do that?
I'm not sure. I know they
Probably
did some. I think they did something with with when Pokemon
Good,
Go
so
got
dumb
a big
with Ogre.
update. Like they would just randomly put Pokemon out there. So like
Yeah.
you'd be going and then just on the map, it's like, and there's Charmander. you know.
And that's how Jamie died.
Yep.
Shit, there's a Charmander over there. I gotta go get it. Charmander.
No.
I tried Pokemon Go for like 2 seconds and I was done.
To this day, I cannot still log in.
Ah,
I downloaded it. It wouldn't
Well, now-
create a login, and I just gave up. And
Now,
I broke my
to-
phone in half.
I need to ask for clarification here. Did you not like Pokemon Go because it made you get up and do things, or did you not like Pokemon Go
Damn.
because it made you get up and do things with a bunch of other nerdy douchebags?
No, because it was
Hey.
so glitchy and buggy.
Okay, all right,
That's
okay,
what
that's
pissed me
fair.
off.
That's fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, like, I
understandable.
Yeah.
I hung out with a buddy of mine. We walked around doing his little Pokemon Go thing, and we ended up in this random ass park that I've never seen more than 4 people in a time.
Yeah.
Creepy.
And there were like 30 like dudes that all look like comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
They've all got like pizza stains on their shirts, and they got their
Oh.
ponytails, and they smell like mom's basement.
It was laundry day. Get off my ass.
Jesus
And it's
Christ.
just grandma. Don't worry about it.
He looks like the kind of guy that falls asleep on a couch covered in plastic.
It was
On
just the
top
one.
or on the bottom.
Yes.
God damn it! Stop talking about my life.
And
Fuck.
that's when Dave found that meth house.
Mike, not everything's about you, okay?
Oh my gosh, Mike.
This is my podcast, so yes, everything is about me.
God damn it, guys. This is my podcast. I will turn this motherfucker around right now.
Thank you, Homestar.
Marzipan.
Sorry, guys. I've been having a swear problem at work. They've outlawed swears, and I didn't realize how often I swear.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
So I just been adding mother hugger, and
But it's so great.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Don't. Don't
I mean-
stop.
It's
Yeah, it's so
2005 and this is cool as hell.
Damn right.
Isn't that a Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no,
All right. I just wanted to be sure.
It
I
is,
think I
yeah.
liked that.
You guys have tried to like log into your MySpace?
Mm-mm.
I did that a couple years ago, and I don't want to go back.
Don't do it.
No,
Why?
I don't.
No, just
Oh,
I
because
don't
remember
exist. I
remember
don't
yourself
exist
as you
anymore.
were. No,
Yeah.
Don't
Gotcha.
try to remember yourself
Gotcha.
as you are now.
Like,
Gotcha.
yeah.
They deleted my account. I don't exist.
The
anymore.
time
Really?
was
'cause you're
2008.
I'm
It was the
brown.
darkest of times. It was the lightest of times.
Oh, that's when I dropped out of college, sort of. I kept going to just one class only, the photo class, because they gave me access to a dark room. So, of course I'm going to go.
That's how I went
Yeah.
to Utah State in the video program.
It was a
Just the
very
one class.
troubling time in young Michael's life.
Yeah.
Actually, in 2008, I
Dear
was shooting
diary,
people.
stab, rippy, stab, stab. My life is spiraling downward into a deep, dark abyss of nothingness and pain.
Taking Back Sunday intensifies.
Oh,
Damn.
God.
Wow.
My Chemical Romance intensifies.
I didn't know Dario was all up in here.
I know, right? Dude, Dario was my jam back in the day. Bro.
Yeah.
And this is
Adulting
why
over
the
here.
bromance exists.
Bro.
Like,
Yeah.
these two are like almost
God
one
in
and the
heaven.
same.
I mean,
Yeah.
have you
Funny.
okay, I know I'm not the only one that has been like, hey, you know what? If Daria was a real person, she'd actually probably be pretty hot.
And
I
pretty
think-
cool. Like, she's just, like, totally chill.
Down to earth.
Yeah,
right?
she's like,
And
chill with
doesn't
it.
So
care.
I
Yeah.
think College Humor did a video where it was like a live action Daria, and
Of
Aubrey
course.
Plaza was Daria.
Of course,
I could see it.
College
Yeah.
Humor would do that. And
Yeah.
of course it would be her.
It was either College Humor or Funny or Die. Somebody did it, but there's a live action like Daria movie trailer with Aubrey Plaza as Daria.
It's the same. Yeah, it had to be College Humor because it's the same guys that did the Dora the Explorer live action trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could just see the Dora Explorer one. Just as, like, Tomb Raider, like, the new one that's coming out.
Yeah.
Just, like,
Yeah.
totally, like, hardcore ripped up and just, like, I don't get
That's
no
what you
hugs.
wanted me to dress up as Halloween. He wanted me to dress up as Dora the Explorer.
Because it would have been, it would have been awesome. I'm sorry.
You totally could have pulled it off.
And it
though,
would have
could
been
I-
Why
super
did you
sick.
not? Did you not?
Because she hates me.
No, because on Halloween, where were we?
That's
Oh,
a
We were
goddamn
in Berkeley.
tragedy.
We were in
Oh,
Berkeley.
we were in Berkeley.
Wow,
Yeah.
that shit would not have flown in that liberal enclave. Are you kidding me?
Well, we were in a trailer park.
Yeah, they wouldn't have cared there.
No,
No.
no, that's where you just have the
How-
poor hippies.
How lowbrow was this trailer park?
Actually, it wasn't too bad.
No?
We were, like,
No.
in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, we were like
But,
Okay.
Marin County. We could see like across the water into what was it, San Quentin, the
yeah,
prison.
there's
Yeah,
only a
San
prison
Quentin.
across
Oh,
the
yeah.
bay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
There we
so
go.
the median income there is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mid 40K. All right,
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Got a Trader Joe's, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Walking distance
Look at
traders.
you.
Damn.
Odin was
Get you-
pleased.
Well, yeah.
Good.
Okay.
The crows were watching.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Never
Yeah, Odin is always watching.
Never more.
Never more.
Thank you. That was an optimist crow.
Yes. Well, wasn't that the one in Simpsons?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Sounds about right.
That was
Yeah,
the goal there.
it was about there.
That was the point.
Okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't
man.
catch that
I was
one.
like, shut up your face.
Linguo dead?
Linguo dead.
Linguo is dead.
Goddamn Linguo.
Anytime we get a Simpsons reference on the podcast, I'm happy. So is
Exactly.
Trent.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
This one's for you, Quidgy-Bo.
Mr. Sparker! Are you okay?
Ah, yes, Mr. Sparkle. He will banish dirt to the land of wind and ghosts.
Thank you, Nate. Thank you for the
You're
special
welcome. You're
effects.
welcome.
That had to be the best, like, wind-blown noise.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Because it was a noise, not me blowing.
Yeah. There we go.
Yum. Can
'Cause
you
he-
capture that in a WAV file and send that to me?
I mean,
need
probably.
That,
It probably already
that
is.
needs to be my message tone.
Like,
Like, yeah, it's just like, oh, I have a tap.
What the hell?
you ever notice when you start whispering? You ever notice when other people are whispering, you'll whisper more? And then you're like, hey guys, what are we looking at? Why are we whispering?
It's like when we were watching Bush Daddy
We're
Nate.
watching the Bush Daddy.
Can we just whisper the entire podcast now?
It'd be kind of cool. This might fix it.
This will not be an ASMR podcast.
Shit.
All that good work to nothing.
That's usually how it goes.
You're like, all that EQ work. Fuck.
Oh, for fuck.
Chirp.
This is the only podcast you have to record with gain.
And then we just broke their.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Congratulations, the audience is now deaf.
What?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
Could you speak up for me, please?
Come again?
Hello? Are you there?
You got to make me come the first time before I can come again.
Oh!
Zing.
Zing.
Bazinga.
All right.
Wow.
Let's get back into this.
All right, back in.
Motorsports.
Huzzah!
We were talking about motorsports, and then shit got weird.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
the car show, right?
Ostensibly, yes.
Might as well have been.
It's the
Yeah.
architecture of a car show with the body of something else. We just don't know what it is yet. We're not going to flesh it out.
Listen,
We're not
we're-
going to define it.
Listen, we just talk about weird random shit, and then about every 10 minutes we mention cars in some way, shape, or form,
Yeah,
and then we
sure.
continue down our weird, dark path.
Hey, you know, we're lovers, not experts. As
Damn
Jim
right.
likes to say.
Yeah, lovers, not experts. Tried to save our ass from getting weird emails about how we got stuff wrong.
I don't know what the hell is going
Mostly
on.
from
They
Trent?
just start feeding me food and beer and
just
alcohol,
said
and
Trent
they start
or Dan?
talking about things.
They just send us messages.
How
They
was
don't-
your
they don't
natty
email.
daddy?
Is that natty daddy good? I don't know.
It's very natty.
I was going to say, dang it, I had something. It's
I
very
mean,
We lost
ratty.
it.
Honestly,
Say it's
there
ratty.
are
I love that you tried, and I never want you to stop.
Nope, I know. I never will.
Good.
Don't stop the bleeding.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
No, I always thought it was, I can't stop the bleeding. I can't stop the bleeding.
Wow.
Hold on to that funky, fresh feeling.
What?
I think you might be right. Actually,
Do I need a Google?
wow.
I mean,
Duh.
feel free to dive down that dark rabbit hole, Jamie. Go right ahead.
Can this on the next episode of
What's the name of that journey song?
Bad Lip Readings?
I have no idea.
What's the name of that journey song?
Why are we whispering again?
I don't.
Can't stop the bleeding.
It's
Duh.
it's don't stop believing, but it says can't stop the bleeding. Obviously,
Yeah, right?
Dear God.
For other alternative lyrics, message us at
Mailbag
mailbag at
at
camautomac.com.
Perfect. I love it.
God damn it. We're like 40 minutes in, and I have yet to plug the sponsor.
Wow,
So
that's a
let's
long
go ahead
intro.
and do that.
SteadyBroke.com. Go and buy their shit.
Yeah, Steady Broke Clothing, SteadyBroke.com, Cam Auto 15 at checkout.
Just because you're broke, it doesn't mean you can't live your dreams.
Damn right.
Holy shit, I got it right.
Yes, you
Yep.
did.
Wow.
Good job, Dave.
I need to drink more.
Yes, you do.
We need a shirt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Well,
comfy as fuck.
You
They're
know
really
what's
good.
great is
Yeah.
if you go to steadybroke.com, you can put one of those in the cart, but before you do that, you click you put in Cam Auto 15,
Yep.
right? And you get 15% off your whole order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
There
you
it
go.
is. There it
That'd
is.
save our asses.
And then you can put a little note in the comments section and just be like, I was on the podcast
Twice.
twice.
3 times.
Actually,
Oh, yeah.
Three
yeah,
times.
3 times.
Damn, that's
She's
right.
been here more than
That's
Gavin.
right.
Oh, shots fired.
Wow.
Shit.
I mean, to be
Dear God.
fair, Gavin's really stepped up on his attendance.
Yeah.
Like he's always here.
Okay, truth be told, a few times have been because of injuries.
Well,
Yeah.
and that's all good and plenty because
Sure.
a GT350 tried to kill you.
It did
Yes.
try to kill me.
But
So
this
we're
is
going to
the-
hold that
I'm
over
lucky to be
your head.
alive right now.
Gavin, if I told
Yeah.
you there
This
was
is
a
the first
Mustang
time me
outside,
meeting Gavin,
would you be
so-
scared?
Yep. I mean,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Breathing intensifies.
Wow.
Start hyperventilating.
Oh, I thought it was just flapping.
Starring Gavin Phuket,
I love that
Little
car, though.
Mustang
So
boy.
much. I miss it
Dear
every day.
God.
Every day. I wonder if it thinks about me from time to time.
I bet it does.
Probably.
It's gotta.
think
It's gotta.
It thinks back on its good times and its better times and its conquests.
And then it's better times
As it
when
were.
it left you.
Right.
Damn.
Right. When the
Sorry.
owner got back in and drove away.
Yeah, right?
Ugh.
My bad. Definitely didn't park my car here.
I am way off. Way
This isn't my car.
I drove a Toyota. What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I wandered into the wrong thing. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Right. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Oh, God, this isn't mine. I have way better taste than this. What?
What are we watching, by the way?
Oh, there's your car. It's just a pile of ash.
It is. We are watching Trappin' in Japan 6 by Ryan Celsius.
Hey, that's a good one. You guys should go like and subscribe to that guy because he's
It's
got
like
some
Liddy
bangers.
Fresh.
Right?
He's
Yeah.
got some
It's
bangers.
good stuff.
And while you're liking and subscribing Ryan Celsius, you can hit us up.
Yeah, on YouTube.
We
there.
are Cam Automag on YouTube.
Yep.
We
Indeed.
are at Cam Automag on all of the social media apps.
There we go.
Just Google Cam Automag.
And you'll find us.
Internet.com/CamAutomag. There you go.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
There it is.
That's how you find us.
Yep.
Indeed.
Indubitably, sir.
And if you find us on the dark web, we can send you a bitmap version of our logo.
There we go.
Is that what
we
the new
can
logo is?
we can send you this on WAV file.
Ooh, yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
56K beware.
Ooh.
Are you looking at that on your Zune?
I
I remember when the Zune came out.
remember that
Zoom
too.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, mine. It was just a music player.
No, there was a Wi-Fi
And
capability
there's
on one of
Jamie
those.
It was like the
jumping
later
in
ones.
and
Yeah, he had like the
stomping
Zoom
all
too.
over the awesome
but it didn't have an
dreams.
interface to do a web GUI.
Little bunny foo-foo.
Yeah,
Stomping on my dreams.
Wow.
You know, where there are nerds, there are possibilities.
There you go. Raise your hand if your Instagram story in the last week included going and visiting your old office at Adobe. Yeah.
Yep, went to go visit friends there.
Yeah, there you go. I know a dude who shot some photos and put up a mural in there. That's as close to Adobe as I'm ever going to get.
It's a really cool building. It's awesome.
I mean, I think it's pretty dope.
I
It
just
is.
drive by it on the freeway.
Same here.
Yeah. Every day I'm driving by that place.
I
Yeah.
used to.
Yeah.
Jamie used to not even drive by it. Just drive right into it.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, to be fair, if you go into Cabela's, you drive under it, so technically you're driving to it until you
But
drive
that's
under it. And then you're driving
What is the
away from it.
preface of under compared to over? Or through, sorry.
Isn't hair just there without the T?
Oh, you can't get there from here. You got to go over there.
Well, just remember, a dog can only run into the woods halfway. After that, it's running out.
And just remember, there is an I in team.
It's in the a-hole.
Exactly.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Anyway,
On to the car news.
God, let's attempt to try to
Is this
get
a car show?
Racing.
Again.
Holy shit.
Ostensibly, this is a
it
car
together!
podcast. We will eventually get there. Don't worry.
Wait, is that the one with the black flags that tell you to go faster, and the yellow cards
The black-
that put you in the
No.
penalty
The black
box?
Are we
flag
talking about
does not-
bands or
Wow.
No.
like yellow cards and black flags?
Black flag, yellow card.
Yeah.
Hold.
Yellow card, I'm pretty sure. It's
Me,
soccer.
Trent, and Tommy were in Vegas for SEMA, and we went to see. He was friends with a bunch of people in We Are the In crowd, and they were
Oh, yeah.
opening for Yellow Card.
No shit.
And we were all sitting there like, "There's no way Yellow Card's going to open with Ocean Avenue," and they did. And then the whole theater just kind of walked out.
Wow.
Yep.
That
I
happened.
And
mean,
then the drummer just started yelling at a display of Plain White Tees memorabilia. That was a fun evening.
wow.
oh, Las
Yup.
Vegas, you never disappoint.
Nope.
Isn't all of yellow card from Provo?
Something like that. I don't know. Who
Wouldn't
cares?
surprise me.
Makes sense.
They got a violin in their goddamn band. Not even a cool one like Jethro Tull. That's not even that cool.
I think more bands need more squeeze box.
Yes.
Hashtag make squeeze boxes great again 2018.
Right?
Hashtag mama got a squeeze box.
Squeeze that box real hard.
I'm going to tell you all about this noisy windpipe right here.
I got that little thing going on there. Down, yeah.
Dear
Things
God.
are getting kind of weird.
This is what happens when you put Nate and Dave together.
We're not touching yet. It's okay.
Really? I thought you were all playing footsies under the table by now.
They haven't docked yet. We're good.
These things aren't supposed to live this long.
We're switching powers now.
Yes.
Power mode, go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
Soon, when our beard powers combine.
Got to up your game, Dave.
Yeah,
I know, I really
look
have
at
to.
this, Dave.
I'm
Awesome.
jealous. I am mad jealous of that fuzz.
Just
right
don't
there.
shave.
I even shaved this to get a jab, and it came back.
Damn.
Yeah, and that was in December.
Yep.
Wow.
When was December?
Love beards.
4 months ago?
It was a while
Oh,
ago.
yeah, there you go.
3 months ago?
Okay, it's not as impressive as it was in my mind's eye.
But whatever.
Word.
6 inches always been told this is how big 6 inches is.
Well, I'm fucked.
Yep.
All right.
If you haven't
We're
learned your
just-
lesson by now, this podcast is not safe for work. However, we do encourage you to listen to this at the office.
Hey,
Just-
we're-
Can we talk about racing now?
yeah.
I mean, we can I feel we're going to make an attempt, and it's not going to go well, and then...
I mean, Mike's only been trying, 5 times now. Right?
Listen,
So hey, the Pirelli World Challenge. I'm just going to go ahead and bat right into this.
Okay, yeah.
So Pirelli World Challenge.
So the race season kind of kicked off for both IndyCar and World Challenge in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yes.
Yes, the Grand Prix of St. Pete, because it's Florida. It's not formal. Are you kidding me? It's nothing but dirt driveways and cut-off jean shorts.
Well, I mean,
as far as the eye can see.
It's Florida.
And bath soaps.
Wasn't Florida voted
Bath salts.
Bath salts.
America's penis?
If you listen to the Patton Oswalt bit, no, Florida is not America's penis.
Dang it.
Florida is America's disgusting scrotum.
Oh,
Ooh.
so that's why it's so deflated and floppy.
Yep. Yep.
That explains the Everglades.
Ho ho.
Oh, ho, ho.
Where's the other part, then?
Back to racing.
Maine.
Wait, you mean that state where people rust?
Yeah. The thing where you
It's like
walk-
even the Canadians don't want to be up there. They're like, yeah, you could just go ahead and have that, you know.
Go ahead, keep it. We don't want it.
Sorry about it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you can have the rest of Minnesota, and you can have all that Maine and over there, and
And you could just take that main over there.
yeah.
Got some pop.
So,
Sody pop.
Oh, just gonna go on down there to Buffalo, you know. Gonna go get some lottery tickets. Then we're gonna go to Timmy Hortons for a double.
So what happened at the Pirelli World Challenge?
Yeah.
we had in the GTS amateur category, local driver Drew Stavely, driving for G3 Racing and Ian Lacey Racing.
Oh yeah.
He swept the weekend.
Okay. He took both wins.
Yes.
Nice.
Hence the use of the word sweep.
Sweep.
Yep.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh,
son.
sorry. I thought it was a French word, swapa.
I mean, if you really want, we can get full-on sweep, and I can get supermarket sweep going on the TV.
Would that be a
I have
clean
ADD.
sweep?
This would be in your best interest to not do that.
I figured as much.
You too?
Yeah. Bro.
Perfect. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he finished the first race far back third overall, but that was Lawson Aschenbach and somebody else just dueling for the front, and that was a Camaro GT4 and I believe a Cayman GT4 Club Sport duking it out for, first overall in the race and first in the GTS Pro category. But yeah, Drew was, there in third, bus lengths between him and the second place person. And then, went back and won on Sunday.
Sweet.
Yep. Let's
That was
see.
Drew.
Oh, yeah.
Woo woo.
Yeah, Drew's good people. Everybody over there at G3 Racing and Ian Lacey Racing. Shout out to those dudes.
Hey.
Yup. Let's see. Oh, so you may have heard K-Pax Racing went from, they started off as a Volvo team, and then when Volvo went away from racing, they went to McLaren's.
Right.
Oh, no.
Yes. Their 12C GT3 cars were named Reginald and Edward.
I'm okay with this.
Were they knighted, like Sir?
I don't think so.
Sir
It just said-
Reginald, would you please complete lap 49?
Yes, Reggie. I will do that quite right.
Yes,
Yes.
at once.
Anyway, then they went to the 650Ss. I don't know what they were named, although I didn't see any names on them like I did on the 12Zs.
I bet it's Dumb and Dumber.
And then
Yeah.
they went to being a Bentley team.
Oh,
Yes, so
that's
now
a surprising turn of events.
right? Going from these,
So now it's Sir Stuart and Sir Isaac.
they're a 3-car team.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, going from 2 650s to 3 Bentleys.
no,
Somebody's
they
got
were-
the and the huh.
No, they were 3 650s.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then.
Anyway,
Damn, 2 Volvos to 3 650s.
yeah, there we go.
Shit.
Right?
Fancy.
Going
Very
places.
fancy.
Yep.
Oh, pinky
Well-
out, baby.
Yeah. Well, so
Crispy?
something. Let's see. Alvaro Perez won the championship, I think it was last year in the 650. And this year, in his first weekend, attempting to defend his title, managed to put his Bentley in the tires
Oh, he put it in the wall.
at the
yeah.
end of the runoff road.
Oh, no.
At some point, he lost. There was a great shot, just like looking, from one end of another turn. You just see everybody coming through, and then houseboat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got out of that giant thing under his own power, but
But he ain't right.
no, he was not happy.
No, he
No.
was probably a little hurt and definitely frustrated.
Yeah, he was limping.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but don't worry, he's okay. sweeping the GT weekend was Scott Hargrove, former open wheel daddy. He's won and been champions in USF 2000. Let's see, Mazda Indy Lights, all sorts of other open wheel stuff that you've never heard of because America doesn't give a rat's ass about open wheel racing.
Right.
Tell us about it. Testify.
There's a reason Bruno's racing in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Europe and all that.
Our trailer can't make it to Japan right now.
I don't think there's anything, a boat to even accommodate. Maybe.
A boot?
A boot.
Not this Canada shit again. I'm shutting that down right now.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let's see.
Shout out to all our Canadian listeners, by the way.
We love you up there in America's hat, although we are on to you.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing.
You bunch of Togware and hosers there, don't you know?
Yep. Let's see. And then last bit of World Challenge news. So after World Challenge kind of changed the rules to not allow factory, like full-on factory efforts and factory-blessed teams.
Right.
I.e., like McLaren, McLaren was basically a factory team with K-Pax because there were, I think, 2 McLaren drivers on their roster. And Real Time was, in essence, a full-on Acura factory effort, and there was Cadillac Racing and whatever. So they're all gone, hence Callaway, Corvette, and K-Pax being a Bentley team. And everybody's trying to figure out what Real Time was going to do.
Well, now we know.
They're going to be driving Civic Type R's in the TCR category.
Hey.
Yes.
I mean, we kind of saw it coming.
No, we figured they were going to do something. We figured they were going to try to do a privateer effort with the NSX GT3s.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But it was going to stay Honda accurate.
Oh, it was definitely going to be that. But even better news, friend of the program, Ryan Eversley, is going to be driving one of those Civic Type Rs.
Hey, all right. But they are still looking for more drivers and sponsors.
Yes, and they still are keeping hopes alive to be a privateer GT team with an NSX GT3.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Super good.
Indeed. So, there is that. And,
did we hit anything about the IndyCar Grand Prix?
no, we haven't.
Okay.
So, there are a grip of new IndyCar rookies, including one Mr. Robert Wickens of Canada. Seems like a delightful fellow.
Indeed.
Yes, he managed to pip the pole from everybody's favorite Australian, Will Power.
Mm-hmm.
We all remember him from the time he was a meme when he was given the double middle fingers to race control.
Right.
Yep. So Wickens was on the pole. Powers was right behind him. Powers spun out and ended up in 10th. But Wickens was at the top or near the top the whole race, and then I can't remember who stuffed it into the wall, but there was a late race restart, like 2 laps to go. And Wickens did not have a good restart.
But our wonderful Rossi,
Alexander Rossi,
he got a good one.
Oh, he was right on Wickens' gearbox the whole damn time. And then Wickens, understanding that he couldn't make a move in retaliation because that's blocking, and that was something very specifically mentioned in the driver's meeting, he did not move to the inside to block, so there was, miles of room, also a shit ton of marbles. So Rossi did what anyone, specifically Paul Tracy, the Don of Canada, would have done, and just fucking Leroy Jenkins'd it right on in there.
And he popped.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You
Dave.
should have just finished that.
You just really should have, Gavin.
You should. You got to commit.
God
Full
damn.
commit.
I didn't actually
Just
do
like-
Leroy Jenkins.
Just like Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. And then apologize.
Leroy Jenkins.
There you go.
And then apologize for failing because you were really high.
Damn.
Yeah, I watched the video all the way to the end. Anyway, so Rossi picked up some marbles, got a little squirrely, and sideswiped Wickens. And Wickens ended up going into the wall. Rossi ended up in, I think, 3rd?
Okay.
Yeah. And I can't remember who won. I think it was Sebastian Bourdais. But all I know is 2 Hondas wound up on the podium. So, yeah. Wickens was typically Canadian about the whole thing. Was not thrilled about it, but, he wasn't going to be a dick about it. And Rossi was defending his emotion, his act. And, again, the aforementioned Don of Canada, Paul Tracy, really wants rivalries. So he wants his fellow Canadian, someone who he has known since he was a baby. There's literally a photo of Paul Tracy holding Robert Wickens at, the Molson Indy Grand Prix of Toronto.
Whoa.
Wow.
Right? As, Robert was a baby.
Wow.
He wants this guy to make a heel turn and go right after Alex Rossi. And he wants Rossi to just be a total heel. And I kind of want that to happen because I'm not going to lie. If you've ever seen a picture of Alexander Rossi, he looks like a dick.
Anybody with the last name Rossi is
He
probably...
looks like the guy in an 80s movie who's trying to buy like the youth center so he could bulldoze it and turn it into a strip mall or something.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say strip club for a second.
No, he would be the hero in that scenario.
Well, okay. We know where your mind is at.
No. No comment.
Nope.
If it wasn't for the gutter, your mind would be homeless. Dun,
Damn.
dun, dun.
Damn.
Well, you know what? My house doesn't have gutters. So,
Damn. Now we can try that high five.
That was terrible. Do that again.
There we
Yay.
Best high five of the night.
Because I was doing it right-handed, I'm always left-handed.
Oh, you're left-handed?
No.
Oh.
No, but he does certain things
I just-
left-handed.
Well, I'm left-handed, and I appreciate left-handed high fives.
Yeah.
Lame.
There you go.
There we go.
That was the
Oppa.
snap. It was crisp like celery.
It was.
That was-
You gotta leave a pocket when you're doing
Oh,
the
okay.
slap.
I'm sorry. Poor form.
Yep.
Poor
Yeah.
form.
Poor
Did
form.
anybody else notice how when most people do a high five, they just kind of like swing their elbow forward? It looks like Dave is trying to do a push-up. Like his hand is extended in front of his arm.
I
And
didn't
it's just-
notice this.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Push, Dave. Push.
Now,
Yeah. I mean, it works.
It
well,
really
see,
does.
mine's just a whip.
Yeah, like everybody else's.
Yeah.
But it's just, I didn't notice that until tonight with Dave. It's just, it looks like he's trying to push you away.
It's because secretly I'm a forceful individual. I don't know. I actually have no idea.
Dave's what
I
they
didn't-
call a power top. Anyway, so
Hey.
our question of the week. It was
Nice
announced
segue.
I thought it was a bear.
that the new Toyota Supra, the thing that debuted kinda sorta at Geneva, the
Kinda.
thing-
Only took them 17 years.
they've apologized for that.
Of course they
Profusely.
have.
Apologies aren't enough.
Hey, Toyota, you remember that one time Acura came out with the NSX, and then Ford was like, "Oh, by the way, look at a GT."
Yeah, remember
This
how?
is gonna be the
Stole their
same
thunder.
shit.
Yep.
Amazing.
Anyway, so they came out and said that the Supra, when it finally hits people, the general public, later in the future, probably a couple years from now.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably
No,
another
no, no.
5 years.
No. It's going to end up like mowing people down like Mustangs are at Cars and Coffee. Like that's exactly what's going to happen.
Okay.
We all know that. Like, don't. It can be a BMW underneath, but we know people are going to see that it's a Toyota and a Supra, and they're going to do dumb things, and then suddenly,
I'm just imagining the markups now.
oh, it's going to be
Markups.
horrific.
It's gonna be
Look-
du- it's
looking
gonna be
at the
double,
price.
Double.
Yeah, looking at the price of a garbage base model slick top NA Auto Mark IV,
Yeah.
Jesus, they're going to just ride that name all the way into the dirt.
My
Oh, yeah.
God.
Well, anyway, so since it's basically a BMW Z4 or Z5 or whatever the hell
I think
BMW's calling-
Z5.
Ouch.
Yeah, since it's pretty much that underneath, I mean, drivetrain wise, it's going to be like every other BMW and be an automatic.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
know.
going to be a ZF box.
Yeah, which
Like
is
everything.
which is not a bad thing. However, because it's the internet, and because it's 2018, and because people are people,
Yeah.
people are complaining that it's not going to have a manual. Like this is some sort of travesty and an affront to the good Lord.
But I can see why you would want one. Like, just for that, like, old school,
Yeah,
like, nostalgia
But
kind
if you-
of thing.
But
you
the
want
cars are going in that
nostalgia-
direction, though, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you
But
want
for, like,
nostalgia, get something
racing-
old.
Yeah, I was gonna
For
say, if you want
racing?
something nice and old, just use a rotary phone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I keep going over that whole.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a nostalgic person. Anyways, but, like, for racing, like, if the paddle box is,
They're
like...
faster.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
objectively
Then I
faster.
would want that for racing.
yeah.
For sure.
I mean, this is. I think it was Andy Munch pointed this out. Let's see. What did he say? There are a lot of manufacturers who stopped providing the manual transmission option based on consumers purchasing mostly automatics. They'll say something like only 11% of sales were for manual transmission cars. I think that's honestly too high.
Yeah, because
I feel like it might be.
Anyway,
it is.
getting back to
I don't
Andy. Let's see.
Depends
Well,
on the
how about
box.
making 11% of the new Supra with a manual? I know that isn't cost-effective route, but hell, they sell enough Camrys to cover it. Save the manual.
Who said that?
Andy Munch.
That was also him? Okay.
Yeah, that was still him. I had to stop because his number is just comically optimistic.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. The take rate for manuals is, I think, lower
percent?
It's
Lower
single
single
digits.
digits.
It's
Yeah.
single digits.
like lower single digits.
if you were to
3.
if you were to get back at us at 2014, 2013,
Yeah.
it probably would have been 11 or 12%, honestly.
you know.
But that's not indicating modern day now.
No.
It's not.
And
Let's be real.
since
like semis already have self-shifting manuals,
Yeah.
semi-automatic deals.
yeah. And I mean since this thing is a lot of BMW in the places where it kind of matters, BMW's not going to be like, okay, well, we developed the drivetrain to be like this, but yeah, go right ahead and throw a fucking 6-speed in there. Sure, why not?
Send it.
We've taken a lot of time and effort to make this thing work the way it is.
Go ahead and ruin it.
Yeah, please, by all means,
Here's my baby.
kick it.
How much can those FRS transmissions take? Like the stock ones?
The little 6-speed box?
Yeah.
It's the same 6-speed that's in the RX-8 and the S15 Silvia and the Mazda Speed Miata.
So it feels nice, but it's not particularly robust.
Well, it's a big box
Yeah.
for what it is. I've seen a few in the junkyard laying on the ground.
Is it
Yeah.
the same
It's
transmission?
an Aisin AY6.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a decent box, but I mean, don't expect to put more than 400 down through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
And
any
we're looking at, what, 350 horse?
Yeah, probably 350. So this thing, if it had that 6-speed, it's probably already towards the upper end of
It would
wanting,
be, yeah.
wanting to shit its gears out.
I bet it definitely would not be that box. It would probably be a Getrag or a ZF, like what BMW used in the 3 and 5 series.
Yeah.
Like the E60s and E90s.
Yeah.
That's my guess, because I think those were the last 3 and 5 series that you could get a manual trans with.
Yeah. Probably.
Yes.
Okay, I mean that looked like that was a really.
I was
forced
trying.
guess.
I was thinking about F80, F82 generation. You can get an M3 with the
Could you?
manual. I think you can get an M4 with the manual.
Really?
Yeah, I've driven them.
Now that
right.
I did not know.
Yeah,
I
neither
figured
did I.
they were. I
Yeah.
figured they were like a dual clutch or.
That's
or a
most of
paddle
them
shifter.
are, but
Yeah.
there are manual M4s out there, and I want to say because of that, there might be manual M3s. And if there's manual M3s, then there's probably maybe a manual non-M F80.
Well, I remember.
That's thinking very optimistically, of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
But that's assuming. Maybe they do.
Well, I mean, let's be real. Row your own is kind of dying.
Well, and also there were F10 M5s that were manual.
I think that was probably only a North American thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was only a North
Was
American
it?
thing. The rest of the world was
Because-
kind of pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it because we were the loudest wheel, so we got the grease?
Damn right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one thing we can be proud about.
We
Complaining
bitch.
a whole bunch.
Congratulations, you got
That's it.
something that breaks easier and has a higher maintenance rate.
Congratulations.
All right.
Your complaining got you to spend more money. Thanks.
Yay.
We appreciate
Woo.
it.
Woo.
Ah,
Golf clap insert here.
We don't have to insert it. You're doing it.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm watching you.
that's not a golf clap.
And that's not my hands.
So where's your hands at?
Exactly.
Above his head, doing jazz hands.
Inflatable arm tube man. You're all just dead squirrels.
Can you do like the one-handed clap, like the?
No.
Yo, I can clap one-handed.
What is the sound of one hand clapping?
Ow!
That
That hurt.
It's
See,
that.
I have
Really
small
doesn't.
baby hands, and so it doesn't work.
So do I.
Oh my god, it's like you guys are twinsies.
OMG, same.
Wow.
That just happened.
Nate has a far more magnificent beard than I do.
That he does. Oh, it's
But I have
totes
small
adorb.
baby hands.
You guys are totes adorbs.
Totes
Holy
adore.
shit.
We're going to start a new thing. Twerks adobes.
Time out real quick.
Twerks adobes.
Yeah.
This ad on YouTube says it's 42 minutes long.
Wow.
The
Remember
process
those
of
paid
discovery.
programming things on the TV?
I mean, yeah.
That's the
like-
longest paid ad I've ever seen on YouTube.
Somebody
Yeah,
paid a
that's-
shit ton of money for that.
I'm going to...
Wait,
Making
is it a
a
bank?
pie.
Did it say bank on it?
I mean, it was
It said
somebody-
Making Bank with Josh Felder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I thought it said spanking bank.
Whoa.
that's something completely different.
I
I
thought
didn't
it
know
was
what
a,
you were watching. I thought it was just hentai.
Oh, I thought it was a financial institution. And I'm like, well, of course they have money. But
Well, I mean-
never mind.
This whole thing's a hentai out of 5. Anyway. So that's a reference for one person.
There you go.
Yep. Anyway, so back to what people were saying about our question of the week. Tragically, we didn't get too many questions for you guys.
Oh, wait.
It's okay.
One.
Oh, you got one.
We do have clarifications, though.
Oh, yeah,
Jamie
good.
will
Good.
elaborate
Cool.
your clarification
Clarification.
on your HPW.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I listened to your guys' podcast, and I laughed that Gavin thought I had 400 horsepower under my hood.
She didn't laugh. She scoffed. She's like,
I mean, a Subaru shitting a transmission with near stock power? Well, I
oh,
never.
no, wait, it gets better. So ask Jamie what she dynoed at for NASA.
What did you dyno at?
This was on a Mustang dyno.
So
it
was
we're already-
sounds comically low.
Already
Okay.
softening the blow.
Okay.
237
Jesus.
Wow.
to the wheels.
Wow.
So it's not horsepower we're putting down; it's driver skill we're putting down.
Ooh.
Of course, yeah.
But no, it's just that we're just like they're like, oh, I think it has like 400, and we're like, comically laughing.
I'm like, do you know how fast I would go with 400?
Wow.
What I find funny is there's this old Mini Cooper I drove last year had a B18C in it. Put the same amount of power to the front wheels as you're putting down to all four.
All four.
Yeah.
But I weigh like 3,300 pounds.
You weigh twice as much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fat lady.
She's
Yeah.
heavy. But I love her. I love her.
I mean, I drive stock Outback. Like that's like 3,600 pounds.
I used to
is
drive a stock with Outback, and then it burnt down.
Yeah. Then it got real crispy. Things got weird.
So don't open the hood when you think you see smoke.
You're just going to be disappointed.
Yep, surprises happened.
You almost made Dave choke.
I make him choke all the time.
Takes more than that to make me choke, Jamie.
Don't worry. It's,
Oh,
don't,
TMI. TMI.
What was
it's
that
only
called?
10 after 8. We're good.
Joe Rogan.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, all right. Back to people and the
There
man-
is him.
Anyway, let's see. Matt Barker, love manuals, but it's meant to showcase technology, and it's hybrid. It needs a transmission that can shift at superhuman speeds. Let's see. Trent Nathan Tanner. Let's see. I'm a diehard manual transmission guy when it comes to enthusiastic driving, but I think it's much more practical and cost-effective for automakers to produce an automatic drivetrain because that's what the majority of buyers consume today and consume anyways. It was so much better than they were just 10 years ago, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's auto only.
It would be nice to have an option, though, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If
Well,
you-
and
yeah.
it's like Priuses,
Pre-I.
Pre-I,
Yeah,
or
Pre-I.
Priapods.
No, it's pre-i.
It's actually
Pre-I.
legitimately it's pre-I.
Oh, Pre-I. Okay,
Yeah.
when
You're-
you have Pre-Is,
Yeah.
so they're the only
No, not pre-eyes. Pre-i.
Pre-I. I'm sorry, I'm ESL. My first language is bad English. You guys will understand it,
Have you listened to this podcast?
right?
I try to do the talk good, but
I try to
it
do
don't-
the toxin. But if you
don't
have
always come
a
out.
market that basically is dominated by one aspect of like design, and only everybody can buy that aspect of design,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually forming a different kind of schedule where basically you're saying, hey, look, 100% of my Prius is sold because only Priuses are available as Priuses, but they don't offer like those different body styles or whatnot and different things. So basically you're saying like, oh, we cut out as many manual transmissions as we have, but yet because we've done that, we've sold more automatics. So automatics
what you're
are the
getting
bomb.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
forcing the market.
Yeah, they're forcing
Yeah.
the market. Like you can
You're creating a false. yeah.
exactly a false narrative.
Yep.
Fake news.
Fake news. Hashtag real bro.
Alternative facts.
Hashtag not my transmission.
Actually, it's the transfer case, and it was actually we found out when Subaru fixed it last time because of bearing
Ugh.
on the transfer gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exploded.
And that
It
time it didn't
exploded.
explode. The first time it didn't explode, but then we found out opening it and looking at it with Josh. Yeah, they didn't. The whole like the preload we were talking about. If you don't do it right,
It was just literally grinding into the case.
So basically, they
So-
didn't do it right.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they
basically
didn't
what's
do it.
happened is it heated up the whole gear set, blew up that
Not the-
one bearing.
not the gear set.
Well, okay, not the gear set,
transfer gear.
The transfer gear, which is and then it blew up that one bearing, and then that bearing sent shrapnel throughout all the little ports, and all those little ports got all clogged up. And then after that little ports got all clogged up, they heated up all of my other bearings, and all my other bearings decided to go the same way the other bearing did, and it exploded all over all my other bearings.
Hey, but the gear sets are fine.
Well, thank God.
So
Yeah.
Kind of.
So it was bearing bukkake, but it all wiped up.
Yeah, except for when we started digging into it too deep, we could have, if we would have known then, I wouldn't have broke open the whole case.
Okay.
That's true. We could have just flushed it out. We could have left. Well, the fork was not
That's
broken,
true.
but the one of the forks where it shifts from third to fourth, that was worn down for some
Well, that's
weird
a pretty
reason.
hard shift
Interesting.
for
Yeah.
Subaru
Yeah.
turns.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Second and fourth are crunchy in mine. So
Yeah.
No, those are good.
Yeah.
Fine.
wow.
Right?
Well, all right.
I imagine you spend a majority of your time in your car though on second, third, and fourth.
It's third and fourth mostly.
Third and fourth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All
Why it's
right.
worn down. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the shrapnel created silver paint. I mean, I could have like marketed that shit. Like,
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It was
silver.
like, it wasn't like just inconsistent. It was just stupid.
And when you got it on your gloves are all glittery and shiny.
All pretty.
Yeah.
Unicorn pooped in there.
Disco
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Disco shit. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
I like unicorn poop.
Whatever.
Fine.
Yeah, and then I think the shrapnel is the one that broke the tooth. 'Cause
Well, no, because it started shattering in the,
yeah.
or not shattering, shuttering in the bearing case.
Yeah, and then the bearings plugged up one of the holes where the transmission oil is supposed to go through.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Fun.
But because of this, revelation, and we found out that it wouldn't be as expensive in these parts,
Yeah.
so now we're able to pour more Go Fast parts in there.
Huzzah.
Yay.
I'm actually getting a top-mounted intercooler, a downpipe,
Nice.
access port, and 3-inch exhaust. So
Right.
I can finally go fast on the straights because it's
Yay.
killing me. I go so slow on the straights. I'm just like foot down all the way, not going anywhere. And I'm like,
Right.
I might as well get out the car and help push because like,
Welcome to my world.
We've
Yeah.
got an oar. You can just roll down the window and just row.
yeah, I can do that.
So
Row.
why is there 17 people
Row.
in your car? They're my rowers. Don't worry about it.
And why is the one dude facing backward? Don't worry.
Stroke.
It's not funny, guys. It's not funny.
No, it's not. It's hilarious.
You sound like Dave the Flower Guy from the X96.
On the corner of State and Maine.
Aw.
No, wait, that's Kyle.
Oh, that is Kyle.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay.
Wah, wah.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
It's
It's
okay.
not the
all
first time I've been called special.
You're special to us.
Yay.
And a corazón, honey.
Oh,
Yay.
that was so tender.
Yay.
I feel a lot of this podcast has been insensitive in so many areas.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
We-
Definitely not wrong.
We've really earned that explicit tag. And I'm sorry in advance.
No, we're not.
I don't care. Anyway, Brandon Kuhn, I think row your own should always be an option, not just flappy paddles, but a real deal manual gearbox. Autos have always gotten excellent, but I like having the third pedal available to me for fun purposes. And then Scotty says Supra will have paddles most likely. Whatever. That's not really a question, more
That's
of a
what
statement.
we're saying. Yeah, that's what
Thank-
we're saying.
Thanks, Scott.
I know. I just hope they put a good paddle box in there because
It'll be something.
It'll
Like
be
a
a ZF
ZF,
auto.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
tried
It's
some
gonna
and
be
they're
easy
so
about it.
crappy.
By
You're
the
like,
Z-
shift now. Are you gonna shift? And then 10 minutes later, finally decides to shift. I'm
Oh,
like,
you
welcome
mean like
to-
Maseratis on their dual
Or
clutch?
Porsche's Tiptronic.
Yeah.
Aston Martin back in the day.
Damn.
yeah.
That's all software, honestly.
Yeah.
99% of that software.
Let's see. Alex Craig goes, takes us on quite a journey. What about those fancy CVT snowmobile transmissions?
Oh.
Well,
Those are
fuck a
dope.
CVT.
Okay, here's the deal. My girlfriend has a 2015 Impreza with
Yeah.
a CVT.
The Subaru CVT is not bad.
It's, actually
It's
not,
not
it's not
bad.
terrible.
No.
Really?
But
No, it's
yeah.
not.
we both constantly find ourselves hitting the pedals to get it to downshift to a
Well,
more appropriate level.
That's where
Yeah.
it's good.
A guaranteed ratio,
Yeah.
to actually drive the thing. Like I mean, almost every time I drive it, I just slap it over to manual mode and I play with the flappy pedals.
Attaboy.
First of all, that's what I do in my automatic Subaru
Well,
all
I mean,
the time
yeah.
because it's a terrible gearbox.
Well, like,
Second
okay,
of
so you've
all-
got that garbage 5-speed auto,
yeah. It's
so
awful.
I don't blame you.
It's awful. Second of all, Yeah, that's only where it's good. Is when you're in manual.
Right. And I want to know, like, I want to know if somebody could like reprogram like the set ratios for those 6 predetermined quote unquote gears.
I'm sure you
in
can.
a CVT.
I'm
Like,
sure you
can you imagine like you just download a tune and suddenly you have a close ratio?
Only if they had like some kind of unifying like programmer, like Java, like car Java.
Right.
Yeah, there we
C++.
go.
Like, and then you could just have like this whole generation of like, hey, look, we're just gonna program this like C++ or like Java or like
God, wouldn't that be
HTML.
Got
great?
Python.
Yeah, you're like, blam. I'm gonna just computer the crap out of this thing, and then run it on virtual simulators, and you're like, hey, look, I just blew up this virtual engine. Okay, cool. Don't do that one.
Yeah.
That's what kids are doing nowadays.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what
true.
tuning companies are doing
It's
too.
true.
I mean, Integrated Engineering has been working on transmission tunes. APR has transmission tunes for like Volkswagens and Audis and shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense. Like, and
And they
it's-
make so much of a difference.
right.
Yeah, sometimes worse, sometimes, or not worse, but sometimes with compromise.
I will say, at least with CVTs and, well, DSGs, like
Yeah.
dual clutch
Yeah,
transmissions like that, or, DSGs. 90% of what kills them is the terrible tuning that makes them drive like a shitty standard slush box because people do not understand change.
I would rather it drive like a slush box from off the line though, because it's just like it's a spinning clutch. Like when you're
Right.
when you're starting off, and then once you get going, once you're shifting gears, it's fine.
So, not to throw a wrinkle in your, whatever.
Chink in armor.
Exactly.
Pissing your
was-
cornflakes.
That was racist.
Don't Teslas not shift at all?
They don't have gears.
Exactly. So why even
Are
why
those
even
direct drive though?
why even go with it? Why go in with archaic system as like shift yourself? Like human error is the biggest problem in all cars, anyways. Like
Human
90
error is the reason we're
100%
still shooting each other.
I
exactly
see- I see.
100% of like all car accidents involve a human.
I see your devil's advocate. However, I don't. What's the word I'm looking for here?
Take all the time you want. He's throwing up the
Digging
gang
that,
signs.
digging into it.
I'm not going to appreciate your devil's advocate. I see it and I acknowledge it.
See, and I
I don't
just
appreciate
like to
it,
throw
though.
matches into gas cans like all the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Sup?
And just wait for that one. By the way, we were still in the middle of Alex's comment.
Yeah, well, fuck a CVT. I just got out of a Sentra for a week. The thing is terrible.
Yeah, I know. My parents both drive Sentras with
They're so
Nissans with CVTs, and it is a
know,
war crime.
I now understand why people that are not car enthusiasts, I now know why they don't like driving.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's awful.
Yeah,
It's because they see it as a chore.
yeah,
Buy a sports car and make it fun. Jesus.
exactly.
Fuck.
So, anyway, continuing with Alex Crane. If it's good enough for a Dodge Caliber, then it's good enough for a Super, right? Anyway, real answer is paddles for racing, stick for enthusiasts. It only makes sense.
Yes and no.
Yeah, right. There's a whole lot of gray between those two. And
Here's the thing. You're never going to get a full manual transmission in a new vehicle. Ever
No.
again.
no,
Ever. There was a point in time where all you had were row your owns. And then the automatic came about, and
Yeah.
everybody wanted that.
because it was so much easier.
Right. You throw it in D, and you let it do its thing.
Yeah,
Well, here's a
Now,
luxury.
here's the thing. Today, 2018, automatic transmissions are still hydraulic pumps, but the beauty of them is that they can take power. They can take torque.
yeah.
A physical gear set cannot do that. It can't.
No.
It just can't do it. I mean, you see hydraulic pumps in all kinds of equipment,
Yeah.
forklifts, dump trucks, that kind of stuff. It's there for a reason.
Well, what?
It's adaptable. It's robust, and it's easy to service anymore. And you can tell it to do what you want it to.
Yeah. Well, and then let's look at it from this standard. So, why do we all remember the Supra as being so great? Not because it was a great handling car, because that thing was
It's a pig.
it's a boat.
Yeah, they're terrible. I mean, it's an SC300 with no back seat.
It had a very luxurious steering rack,
Yes.
like insane. So, what did everybody do with it? They drag raced it. And
Yeah.
how do you have a really fast drag car? Put that 2-speed power glide behind that 1,400 horsepower 2J you just built.
That's it, man.
Voila!
That's it. You know how many people build a Turbo 400 to JZ motor bell housing?
So many people.
There are like 20 different companies that do it.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. Like, people aren't even using the Toyota automatic anymore. Like
No.
the A340 is a thing of the past.
Yeah, we've gone ahead and just went right past that.
We've gone straight into the stuff that holds 2,000 horsepower guaranteed.
Yeah.
The stuff that's just robust and works and will take heat and will take torque
Yeah.
and it can be upgraded. That's what we're looking at.
Exactly.
So
None of this, no.
Yeah, people never like supers because they were good stock.
No.
In
No.
any regard.
No.
Okay, here's how I equate this. The people that are complaining about new supercars or sports cars or what have you not having a manual option, if they were not car people or if they were less of car people than they say they are exactly the same people who complain that the new Dodge Ram has a dial to shift it instead of a lever.
Apt.
My Dodge has a lever.
Good, it should. It's a 2500.
Yeah.
I don't mind that they have knobs.
This is the thing.
I don't
Everybody
care.
thought it was super cool and nifty when the Dodge Dart came out with a push-button automatic. Nobody bitched.
No.
Nobody, not a single person,
Nope.
said, I don't like that. I'm going to take that out of my car because it was an option.
Yeah.
But the people that got that option fucking loved it.
Yeah.
It was easy.
You're
You're,
talking
like,
about, like,
I
push
want to go
buttons.
forward. Click. Now I'm going forward.
Woo!
I want to not drive this car anymore. I'm pushing park. Click. Hey, look, it's not going anywhere.
You know they've had those on Aston Martins for like the last 15 years. Right?
Exactly. They've
Yeah.
had it on countless supercars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Gavin, you probably know far more than I do how many cars that have a super smooth center console with R, N, D, and M. You push a button, and then it does what you
I
tell
actually
it to.
know Aston Martin has actually gone the most in like that direction, but I do know cars like Ferraris and Alphas.
Exactly.
And some like Lamborghinis and things have had. You would put it in neutral and then have like a parking brake or something.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, it would be like reverse neutral drive, M.
Exactly.
So
Like, I mean, there's commercial equipment that's like that. There are school buses that are like that.
No, my truck
Yeah.
I drove for Granite was that way.
Exactly.
Like, it was the Allison transmission, and you just pushed the D button, because
Yeah.
you always need to go in the D.
Yep.
sure.
And, yeah, you went forward.
Yeah.
But, play devil's advocate, human error is always the biggest thing, so why don't we just have self-driving cars? Wazer's doing a whole thing about it. Then you don't have to worry about shifting.
Problem
Anything.
solved.
You can take a nap.
But I mean,
Exactly.
Would be
yeah,
kinda
exactly.
nice.
That,
All that
but I can't.
downtime.
But I can't afford a Tesla.
You don't need to. It's a shared economy. You just basically need a car when you got a car. And you got a car when you need it.
Oh, so this is the whole principle of Turo now. I get it. I own a Subaru, so you can rent it. I don't need this car right now. Here, drive it.
Yeah, drive it. I don't need this hammer. You build a house.
I like it. I
Man,
like it.
Man, this is going from like weird 2 a.m. AM radio shit to like drive time AM radio.
Well, that's where we're going to try to take it.
I mean, that's the plan. Hopefully we can get this thing on AM radio. There's still money there. Not
Yeah.
much, but there's still money.
Hey, it's there. Amplitude modulation is the future.
More than what we got.
It's the future.
When you get stuck in a truck when you get stuck in a truck with a guy for 8 hours and he listens to only the AM because it's his day, and he listens to KSL.
KSL 1150.
Yes.
Talk radio.
I love me some talk radio, but
Yeah.
I don't like me some talk radio that has an opinion that it doesn't need to have.
I would talk a bunch of crap on talk radio, but we are literally subscription talk radio right now.
Yes, we are.
Yes. That's the one thing. I'm like,
This is what AM radio wants to be, yet
So-
here we are.
So now I completely understand. Like, this is talk radio for car guys.
yeah.
exactly.
So like
The car guys.
the lames of the world
Forgot car ladies.
and car ladies.
car
Excuse me.
humans,
Pardon my ignorance.
Car people.
Stay
There you
woke.
go.
Car peeps.
car them,
Car they.
Car Z.
car Z,
Yeah, ZAG.
class.
G.
C class. Boom, done.
Damn.
Full circle.
Anyway,
Shit.
Sorry.
No,
I don't even know where I was going with that. Thanks for derailing that train, Nate.
he's really good at that.
You avoided the bus full of nuns, but you crashed it headfirst into the Hudson. Thank you.
That's cool.
Perfect. Let's see. So we do have one question for you guys.
Oh, wait. A question for us?
Yes.
You,
Okay.
plural, us. Yes,
Yeah.
you.
No, I would have said we have a...
Duijo.
No, I would have said us if I meant, us. No, but you guys are you.
We are one, Nate.
Wait, we're a sheep now?
One, but not the same.
I mean, sure,
Okay.
whatever.
A female sheep is a ewe.
True story.
True story, Batman.
Sorry, anyways. Carry on.
Scott Chamberlain. I just want to ask the Nomads if they head out to an event like Buttonwillow, for example, if they'd be willing to pull a trailer with another car to help get another person out there. Obviously pitching in on fuel and expenses and such, but if they'd entertain something like that, because I'd like to get to another track at some point in life, but have no truck or trailer to do so.
Oh, God, no, a poor truck.
So, I mean, I love the idea. We played with this idea with John for a long time. And we're at 45 feet.
Yeah,
and this is our living space. And I know I wanted to start a race B&B, so basically you can come sleep in my trailer, but I just can't tow a trailer because, like, literally I'm 45 feet with a 10-foot truck.
Yeah.
And
we're maxed out on the towing capacity.
Yeah.
I'm sitting. We was barely scaled out. Hopefully, UDOT's not listening, but basically,
I doubt it.
Right?
Not many people are listening. So
Good. So we topped out at like
30,000 pounds total,
and we're on at 2,500, and I'm pushing limits on this thing.
Damn.
Yeah, like
you guys are in a regular cab long bed 2,500. You guys aren't even like a mega cab or anything. Like something that would actually tow this pretty well.
Mega cab's not going to give you any more.
It's stability. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's stability. Length is stability.
Whoa. That's what they always told me, but it all depends on how big the truck is and how long it drives.
It's a 2,500, not a dually. Girth is not on your side.
It is not. And I'm sitting on coils.
Ooh.
But it rides like a Cadillac.
But we put bags
I
in
put
it.
bags in it, so it hits like a tank when I forget to unplate the bags.
No.
Attaboy.
Yeah, so, I mean, we would love, we would want... That's
That'd be
like
cool,
the biggest thing about racing is butts and seats. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what car you have, as long as you get out to the event. But literally, if you rent a U-Haul with a little U-Haul trailer, we got these guys from Nevada that just rents a U-Haul. They just blast down, get it done. You can even do a one-way trip and just ditch it there, and then come and rent another vehicle.
Here's the thing, Scotty. You can find a sub-$1,000 16-foot flatbed trailer on KSL all day long, and you go buy yourself a $1,500 Silverado or a $2,000 F-150 or something
Or
like
whatever.
that. I mean, come on. We all know you're pulling your E36 with this.
Well,
that car is not that heavy. It's not that big.
And John was throwing his Subi with his Tacoma.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A Taco would do it.
I like-
a Ranger would do
We're
it
doing
with a
it.
4-liter.
I mean, the ground weight on those kind of vehicles, yeah, it's suggested, but as long as you have it rigged up right and you're good center, you're good. But
Oh, yeah. Good trailer brakes. You're not an idiot.
we upgraded the brakes on the truck for race pads, so they
Yeah.
basically take that heat.
Nice.
I was driving the company truck yesterday, and I was going down parlays. I'm thinking it's my brakes, so I'm just
Nope.
wamping on them, and I'm like,
Nope.
"Is that my fire?" Oh shit!
Yes, it is.
Your wheel just...
I'm like, "Why did do this so hard? Why did do this so hard right now?"
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, and you're
Awesome.
gentle with your driving. You don't smash the gas pedal so the transmission
Yeah,
has time to
I'm
shift.
trying not to
and-
blow up the transmission.
Yeah.
Because those ain't cheap.
No.
Nope.
Yep.
You got you one of them dang old Cummins motors in there, man. You
Um,
got one of them expensive transmissions.
Pretty much
there,
after
right
this
there.
truck blows up, if the transmission blows up, because it's probably made out of glass, I'm gonna take that power plant and put it in something cool, like a Unimog or a Pinzer or, a cool truck. And with the high port axles and, yeah.
Yeah.
You and I have to have some discussions after this.
Yes, we'll discuss much.
Offline.
Race cars are cool, but trucks.
But race trucks are cooler.
Oh, you're talking about trophy trucks. My brother used to build them.
Damn.
Yeah.
We-
No, I'm not even talking trophy trucks. Those are cool, but no, just cool trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Trucks.
Trucks,
Overland.
tailgates,
America.
overland.
Quote, end quote, expedition
Yeah,
vehicles.
you guys use your trucks. Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. The car.
But yes,
I still want to build a truck to handle.
Because race car.
Yeah.
Because race
Race
truck.
cars. I got a need for speed, not a need to go over
Think about
bumps.
it this way. I'll
But you can make it.
I don't care about going anywhere. I just want to go fast.
No, I'll win, no matter what.
Because you'll go anywhere.
Exactly.
No, he picks the terrain.
I
That's how
pick
he
the
wins.
train.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I just like going fast.
There we go.
Yeah, same here.
You can
Joke's on you. I will drive a slammed STI until it stops running.
Funny story. I had to get towed out with my Nova Corolla, my 86 Nova Corolla.
Oh, my
Ooh.
God.
And I nosed it down into a sand berm so hard that my parents wouldn't tow me out anymore, so I had to go. I had to walk like 3 miles to what was it, Saltaire,
Yeah.
to get
wow.
signal. After I dug it down, and then pretty much had my buddy tow it out. He's like, "You don't have tow hooks." I'm like, "Dude, I don't care. Here's a drain plug. Put the hook in there and just towed it out." And I'm like,
Attaboy.
and he's like, "Is it broke?" I'm like, "No, it's a Nova Corolla."
Yeah, that bumper is made out of cement, yo.
That's the same car I got rear-ended by a
Caddy.
86 Lincoln. No, it was
Oh,
Lincoln.
was it Lincoln? Oh.
Damn.
Turned that Lincoln inside out.
A boat.
Yeah, but it turned it inside out.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's very
Even
impressive.
boats will sink with tiny holes.
Yeah.
That they will.
Tell you
That
what,
they
Wow,
will.
Dave, you're so deep.
I remember your exhaust is like a little
yeah,
bit.
my exhaust was bent, so I'm like, "Hey," I looked up how much a cherry bomb was. I'm like, "Just give me $60 and I'll call it cool." I'm like, bought me a cherry bomb. I'm like, "Yeah, I could weld this in there."
Well,
and then
listen,
a whole bunch of aluminum foil and some ratchet straps. We're good.
Shit.
On some from the WVC. So
Damn.
You are my hero.
Voila.
wait, you didn't hear about my S10? This S10 was called Ed. So Ed lived in my family for a while. So it was my grandma, my natty grandma, that married this guy named Ed. So Ed, lived his life. He bought a truck and then he died. Ed's dead. But Ed's truck still lives in his name.
Ed's dead, baby.
Ed's dead.
Ed's dead.
So basically, I got Ed in a box because my parents were like, "We're not going to buy you a car. Like, you're some 16-year-old. We're not going to buy you poop." So they gave me the Ed in a box and said, "If you can build it, you can drive it." Well, I built it and got it ready, and it was, a little 86 S10. Cool. And they're like, "Well, you can't really drive it if you don't have fuel or insurance." I'm like, life lesson. So I got a job, got all that shit. Anyways, then it was my car. Ed's was mine, so I chopped the top off. I went to my machine shop. I'm like, "Hey, I need a plasma torch." He's like, "No, what are you going to do with it?" I'm like, "I need to cut the top of my truck off." So I cut the roof off with a hacksaw. And it was a soft top, long bed, S10. It was super sick.
With holes in it.
Ed sounds like the coolest
Yeah.
truck ever.
The only reason Ed died is I took it out of Ed's name and tried to put it in my name to be on top of the law to, pay my taxes and whatever. Yeah, Ed died.
Because you left water.
Okay, no, we don't have to talk about how I put water in the radiator and they blew out all
and
the...
winter came and
and it blew out all the freeze plugs.
For the love of...
kind of left that out, Nate.
No, we don't have to talk about that.
I'll bury that.
None of this
Let's not
revision.
get bogged down with who killed who.
Who killed who?
Nate, I know all your secrets.
None of this revisionist history crap.
Right.
No.
But I was outlawed from Sawzalls because I cut the top off
Oh
my
my god, of so
S10,
many vehicles.
What?
my Willys,
Yeah.
my 52 Willys. I was about to chop the top off. I
Your
wasn't
Geo
able to.
Metro.
My Geo Metro, I chopped the top off.
I understand with the Metro, the Willys is a little...
Well, it was already chopped up in little pieces. It was actually 3 bodies.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and they put a 302 in it, and they didn't really mount
Shit.
Yeah, they didn't really mount the radiator, so when I throttled up hard, and they just barely put fresh suspension in it with the Dana 60s front and rear. But they didn't put... So they put pretty much... Not coils, leaf springs, but
Yeah.
they didn't put any dampeners.
Oh, perfect.
So, yeah, you throttle up hard, and it bucks. Bucked the radiator right into it and exploded all over my windshield. And I'm like, I killed it. Again.
So, really what you're saying is before you became lunatic, genius, homeless man, savant, you were just kind of an asshole with a sawzall?
Yep. Asshole with the sawzall because I wasn't given a plasma torch.
Mike, I
Color
don't
me
think
surprised.
the first part of that has gone away. No.
No. Everything in my Jeep was able to be used for a survival situation. I have 4 bandanas in there. I know at least 2 of them are my water bandanas.
Oh my god.
What are water bandanas? They're my water filter bandanas.
Wow.
On your machete.
Just wow.
Oh yeah, I have a machete in my truck right now, right?
Well, yeah, I've got it.
Can I see it?
It's so far away.
I mean, I'm gonna.
If you're
I
parked
mean,
next to me.
when we're done.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I've got a dumb little knife in the van, but as soon as I get a mattress in the back of that thing, yeah, we're going machete or hatchet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you help me with this furniture? I got a broken arm.
I do know a guy that I know a guy who had an 88 911, like the turbo body 911, and it had 250,000 miles on it, and he had a machete underneath his passenger seat
Well, because they're awesome.
go.
in his 911.
Wow.
Because everybody wants to steal a Beetle.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Easy, bud.
Fancy
Easy.
Beetle.
No, I don't care anymore.
No fucks given.
Drink your drink, Mike. Drink your drink.
I'm gonna.
Do it.
By the way, all we're down to in the cooler is PBR. So.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
So you mean it's a real party now?
Damn right.
Real college
I'm sitting
party.
over here drinking Mickey's and my whiskey.
This
Hurry
is
up and
blue ribbon shit over here, guys.
Do you know it's $1 at the pie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the pie.
Why do I
the
feel like
pie
I'm at
that's
the
within
U all
stumbling
over again?
distance of my house.
God.
Oh no, I have a feeling one of these evenings we're going to one of these days we're going to have an evening because I'm going to get a lot of beer and I have a $50 gift card to a Buffalo Wild Wings and there is a pie within stumbling distance of my house.
Yes, which is
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can we
there is
record a
something there.
podcast at
Yeah,
the pie?
we have to talk to them ahead of time. We can't
Okay.
just
Well,
show
yeah.
up.
Well, yeah.
But
But still.
You have to turn all
But
of our
still,
levels
the strongest
real
steel.
down.
yeah.
Did you know butt steel is the strongest steel? Because it always goes out at the end. Butt steel.
Nah.
Hey, what did the church say?
What?
Pew, 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 pew.
Nate.
Because pews are in churches.
Yeah,
We-
no,
we
no,
got
I get
it.
it.
We
Okay,
got
good.
it.
I'm like,
no, we got it.
God damn it.
It's just that corny that we're like,
Yeah, no, we got you. We're picking up
It's
what you're
just
putting
cringe.
down.
It's just cringe.
I'm going to sit over here.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Kind of.
A little bit.
Anyway, so I remembered Instagram is the thing, and I put this question on Instagram. Let's see. Joey, who will be our guest next week with his Super Famicom and his old school racing games.
The Joey, the Mr. G type.
Yes. Feel free to show back up. That's going to be an interesting evening.
okay.
But, I mean, listen, as long as whenever you guys are in town, you have carte blanche to just show up. I'm just going to go ahead and put that one
Okay.
out there.
So you're saying we can park a trailer down there and live for a
Oh,
while?
we should have the podcast in the trailer. That'd be
Yes.
cooler.
I mean, I bet we could probably get away with doing that in the park that's like a block away.
The park that's literally like you go down to the bottom of the hill and then there's that little like open space.
Yes.
There's a fence. There's a gate
There's a gate.
that leads to the park.
Even better.
Okay.
Gated, I
So
can
all
just
we
call
gotta-
it a gated community, and I'll just like, hey, this is my community.
There
It's
you
gated.
go. Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect.
That's legit.
But anyway, so Joey's response to the should the Super have a manual, he said yes, and then he demanded to be, or he said he prefers being called saucy when I called him spicy.
Oh.
So I said he is both spicy and saucy.
Well, we don't have a manager to speak to, so
I am the manager.
Just
Exactly.
remember, all gravies are sauces, but not all sauces are gravies.
speaking of this sauce,
Boom.
damn.
Yeah.
That was deep, Dave.
Thank
Super
you.
deep.
As
Well-
deep as my gravy.
When does a soup become a stew? When does a soup become a stew, become a bisque?
Whoa. It's consistency.
That is true.
It's consistency.
It's
A
consistency.
soup has little to no.
It's soup and the amount of
Bits.
stuff in it.
Soup is liquid.
A stew has a lot of
Chunkies.
chunky, hearty bits.
Okay.
And then a bisque
You can
is
use
more
a fork.
like a bisque is more like a sauce.
Kind of like,
I like sauces.
I just
Sauces
imagine
are
everything
great.
blended.
So here's the thing. When does a chicken nugget become a chicken patty?
Size.
Listen.
It's size.
What-
it's
what
all
size?
size.
What-
yeah, what size?
But what, yeah.
Approximately this.
Like what diameter? What diameter is it? When
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Like I'm like, are we like? And what's the
actually,
tolerance?
circum-
I would
Circumference.
call this a
Circumference.
chicken nugget. This is a big chicken nugget.
No.
That's a
Chicken
chicken patty.
chicken nuggets are no bigger than 3 inches in circumference. They can be any
Circumference?
shape they
What
want.
about- what about the
but
volume?
circumference?
That's so
What
They
about
can't be.
volume and mass?
They can't be any more than
quite big.
any more than
That's a lot.
3/4 of
yeah,
an
I
inch
would,
thick.
I would imagine a chicken nugget's no bigger than 1 inch diameter.
Or
No,
maybe
so,
like
no,
an inch
so,
and a half.
so no, I'm talking like diameter. Sure, I'm talking like the whole circumference.
You're talking about... Oh.
No, we're talking about the volume because you gotta like.
No,
you
see,
got,
my
here's the deal.
it's a
Here's the deal.
three-dimensional.
Here's the deal. We got a 3-inch circumference,
Okay.
and we've got up to 3/4 of an inch in thickness.
Okay.
That gives you several constraints
Now,
here.
how much? What's it called? Mechanically extracted chicken can be allowed in each one, and that determines the mass.
So are you asking like the mechanically separated chicken versus the breading?
No, yeah, because then you have like a full like
With
mass
McDonald's and their meat
the
technology.
outside, and so yeah, the volume.
Man,
is
y'all
what
won't
I-
let me get 100% meat off the bird. You got angry about pink slime. You got
This is
really
what I would
weird
call
when
a
I
rabbit hole right now.
You got really weird when I put a chicken in a fucking...
We call it a chicken blender. You put a chicken in a blender.
Oh, yeah, like you got real weird when I put a chicken in that thing and just spun it so fast all the meat came off the bone. When I'm getting real efficient with the bird, everybody gets angry.
Talking about rights and feelings and shit.
Oh, no, that's not meat. It is meat. God damn it.
Meanwhile, I go to Taco Bell because the chalupa is 20% horse. Okay,
Grade F horse meat.
exactly.
I was just dropping out the SR.
Hey, it's still graded.
Or SE.
That's what counts. Doesn't matter if it's a failing grade. It was graded.
It didn't get an NA or an NC.
Exactly.
That is truthisms.
It showed up every day.
Yeah,
and
this-
it did terribly.
This didn't once DNF on us.
No, it did not.
This is consistent meat.
Well, that's why I go to Wiener Schnitzel. It's kangaroo meat.
No, Wiener Schnitzel's just lips and assholes.
My most favorite.
Always spend that extra 50 cents. Chili on everything.
Chili-
Best,
chili in the
Because
taco.
kidney beans make that shit good.
best 50 cents you could ever spend.
Hey, there's no kidney beans in there. Shut up.
It's just
Look at this. It's kidney meat in bean shape. Ergo, kidney beans.
Anyway, back to Instagram for one quick second before we go off on another tangent of some sort.
Oh boy, I do love me some tangents. Oh boy, here we go again. I'm just going on another tangent.
Cállate, Dave. Cállate. You do, Dave. Cállate.
See, that was a high five.
That was
That was a
crispy.
I know.
goddamn high five.
Let's see.
that was-
So
as
you're
crisp as my
undominant
chicken
hand
nugget.
and my undominant.
So JT Watson
Down
says,
the
yes, I
hands.
think it would keep some of the roots of the Supra being a driver's car.
Here's the thing: the Supra was not ever a driver's car.
Exactly.
It was a Grand Tourer that took off.
Yeah.
in the aftermarket world.
Well, like,
Exactly.
Yeah, like my Supra was the first Supra. Like it wasn't, Ronda
Right.
wasn't 87. So
Right.
It
It
was the
wasn't a
first full
Celica
model-
Supra. It wasn't. Yeah. It split off.
It was the first full model year of the Supra, and that
Exactly.
thing that had no sporting intentions.
No.
All it wanted to do was carry people large amounts of distances at great speeds, and eat Huey Lewis in the news tapes.
Fuck. The sports album specifically.
That is the album that's playing in hell.
On
That is-
repeat.
The heart of rock and roll is the beat.
Hey Dave, how many times do you think we could roll this thing?
We contemplated it.
Oh, we really did.
Oh boy, how many times
3
we thought
times?
about?
4 times?
No, I think we were up to a dozen.
And I got in a real weird argument with my ex-girlfriend who really wanted to see the car, but I had to try to explain to her that I could not stop the car until I got to my house.
Look,
And
baby,
she
here's
wasn't
the-
exactly mechanically inclined either.
No.
Look, baby, here's the thing. Look, all right, so the clutch isn't working, right? So we can't really stop the car. But here's the other thing, is Huey Lewis is playing in the background, and here's the other thing, is the volume knob's broken, so Huey Lewis isn't going down in volume, it's going up in volume. And I can't hit next track, and I can't hit repeat, and I can't hit rewind. So unless you would like to jog beside me in first gear and listen to Huey Lewis with me while I'm contemplating slow and painful suicide, it is not going to happen.
I think I said to her, I would love to stop and then not leave, but unfortunately I think Dave at some point would want to go home.
That sounds like the best exit line. Hey, you know what, baby? I just really want to stop, but you just gotta open that door and roll out. Like, just get out.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. We all remember that ex-girlfriend or boyfriend that we had hopes of getting back together with, and then, the benefit of years makes us realize that that's probably a good idea. Yeah.
I just like the Facebook stalk him a whole bunch.
That's just weird.
Here's the thing.
Because I like the gratification that their life went to shit.
Oh my god.
And it was just
I
feel you.
horrible.
I feel you on that one.
I love that.
Yeah.
Add that. That's good.
I'm like, wow, they had 1,000 fucking babies.
How about this? Just don't care and let it go.
I don't care. I
No,
don't
you
care
do
that their
care.
life
'Cause you
sucks.
don't
Yeah.
watch it.
Well, see, this, I can't have this in the house because that makes me care about the past far more than I should. So,
Kagome.
No,
Uh,
not Kagome.
damn. Anyway, well, so that is that for the prepared statements, if you will. We've gone through the news. We've gone through the...
The new Super should not have anything but an automatic.
I think
Case
new
closed.
Super should be AI. Like, I feel like human drivers are the most error.
I don't think they should have brought back the Supra. They should have brought back the Celica.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck the Supra.
Yep. Fight me.
As somebody
Right.
who owns technically one Celica, there's two Celicas that I co-own. So collectively, I own one Celica, one of which was turbocharged and all-wheel drive. I feel that the Celica should have come back to its former glory.
Yes.
Yeah, but the most recent Celica has just tarnished that name.
The most recent Celica is garbage.
Exactly.
They turned it ass
no one's
around.
gonna want a car called the Celica after that last one.
They turned the Celica ass around and called it the MRS.
MRS.
Yeah.
A lot of the MR.
The Spider.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
It's okay. He's young. He's learning. We can build him into something awesome.
One day.
We keep him in the system. Yes.
You're like a golem. You
We're
just
gonna
gotta
make-
mold you out of clay and then bake you in an oven. and
We're
you're
gonna
now a
do.
golem.
We're gonna do to you what Bill Belichick did to Tom Brady.
Oh Jesus.
We're gonna get you a lot of championships, a really weird home life, but damn it, everybody in New England's gonna love you. All right.
Only New England.
I am the machine.
Machine?
Machina.
Der machine?
We're gonna rob a. We're gonna rob a train with the Russian mafia. It's gonna be great.
El Machina?
Yeah, Machina.
I was thinking my gang.
Machina.
My gang was called Machina, and you had to shoot yourself in the foot to
What?
jump yourself.
Have that.
It was up top of the mountain.
Bro, you are way too white for that.
No, we were on top of the mountain talking to Hank.
This is when he went.
Hank
he
Hill?
went up. He
No.
went
Got
up
it.
Bell's
Got
Canyon
it.
by himself.
He went on a spirit quest,
and he didn't bring enough food or water, so he kind of went crazy.
so he went on a spirit quest. That's
yeah,
exactly what he
I went on
did.
a spirit walk.
Damn.
And then when he came back, he was like hella red, and I thought he was gonna pass out and die. So I had to order the pie for him to get some
Because the
fat
pie
in
survives.
Jesus.
his body.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
Nice.
Good to know.
That's why he went all crazy, you know.
I mean, that,
There's only so many brain cells you have before they all leave.
I mean, yeah, there's a finite number.
Check out.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, I mean, I'm out of prepared things. I mean, how's been?
Let's see, we got questions on.
Oh yeah, what do you got?
Let's.
Because I know both of you shared the post.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
as did me and Dave, but I don't think we got any responses.
I got a bunch of likes.
Yeah, same here.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, oh, Hank, oh, you shared something today. All right, like.
Yeah. I asked you a specific question. You're just going to give me a like. Okay, I mean, I appreciate that, but at the same time,
Hey, you
So
people
this-
out there in the world, I want your opinion.
You
Press
took
F
the
to pay
time.
respects. Thanks.
No, not even an opinion. I just want good questions.
All right, so this is from Patricia Rodriguez. She's one of my best friends. She's like, I was not prepared for that question. It is now a legit question from me. Why does Boom fart when you scare her?
yeah. Why do you torment your dog so much that it farts when you scare it?
Because it's so fun. Like, her googly eyes, like, you don't know who she's staring at any time. And you're like, hey, boom. And she's like, and you're like, boom. And she's like,
Oh,
and I'm like, oh.
She says, silly Boom. Does she boom from both ends?
She does. So
Damn.
when we went to Arizona, we introduced her to a whole bunch of dogs in our like a dog park.
yeah.
And so she got Giardia.
Oh, poor
And
thing.
so
Oh.
she was puking out both ends. But good thing
Oh.
we have a 16-foot garage, and we just threw her in the back of the trailer. I'm like, survive, because that was Jamie's first day at Boulder.
Yeah, I was going to Bondurant, and I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh,
oh my god. I was like, my poor dog. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you stay back
You
there.
live in this garage place where you could poop and pee and do whatever you need
Well,
to do.
we
at
didn't
the
know
same
she
time.
had Giardia then. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, poor dog.
But
Poor
can
pupper.
dogs like ride out Giardia? Because I know humans never actually really do.
I don't know, but
it's-
I felt
it's-
so bad for her.
it's
Like,
supposed to be
it
a-
looked like she was pooping out blood, so we were freaking out.
Ooh.
Because we
Sure.
didn't know what was going on with her.
Yeah.
The
And we're
red
like,
jelly came out.
we're like, yeah, we're taking her in now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So poor Boom. But yeah, I don't know why
She's
she
good now, then?
farts.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
It's
they
just
get
funny
they
because we just scare her and she just farts. And,
worse.
Oh.
And it all started because your dog took a shit in PetSmart.
right? Pretty much. No, we it's because we adopted her and she was just super dopey from the beginning.
No,
She's
she
the
was,
only Chihuahua that won't really bark. She'll just howl at you. She's like,
What?
yeah, she doesn't go bark, bark, bark. She's like, boo.
the high pitch. She's like, oh.
Sorry, it's.
That's the best.
And I'm like, she'll just go up to you and stare at
That's
you.
amazing.
And it's not even like when she first sees you, she'll like look at you, look back at you, think about it,
And
she's like,
then
and I'm like, you motherfucker.
She knows she's not supposed to bark at people. She,
Yeah,
she's found a loophole.
She's like,
Yeah.
technically,
I like it.
it's not barking.
yeah. And we can't
Technically speaking.
we can't get to her because she's too fast, so I can't throw stuff at her because it's mean when I throw a chunkla at her.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of a problem. That's a problematic action.
Throwing cheese. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
some of Arizona.
or sometimes if I pick her up, she'll fart.
Yeah. She just waits for you to get face level. Like
What?
when you're scaring her, she's like face level, poop.
What life are you living?
A very farty life. Well, and plus, me and Jamie have been locked in 120 square feet for 3 months, and no other human interaction except for my dad every once in a while,
And your stepmom.
and my stepmom.
Hashtag thoughts and prayers.
Right?
I mean,
Because they're
Goddamn.
a trailer life. Too.
yeah, and
I
we
mean, I
were.
think.
Oh,
I mean, okay, so Chirp's definitely going to be the first person that's going to call into the show, but I mean, after that, it's got to be you guys, dear God.
right? Because we're like,
I've seen how this ends, and it's on Investigation Discovery. It's not good.
no, it didn't end in a murder-suicide when we were in D.C., so we're lifers. Whatever. Can't get rid of Jamie, she can't get rid of me.
That's
Even
true.
no matter how many times she poisons me.
I
Or
do
she tries to hit me
not-
with a
oh my
Taurus.
God.
Just eat the cupcake, Nate.
did not,
Just eat the
Nate.
cupcake.
That's so good.
It is good.
But yeah.
Oh.
Okay, next question.
Next question.
I wish I knew, Patricia, why Boom does that, but I don't know.
Everybody has their thing.
It's because
Yeah.
she is a poor abused animal.
No, it's because she can. She knows how to get our faces towards her butt. Like, when you're in a scare position, think of where your face is at.
Well, you're the one that comes up to her
Like
and goes,
this. Hey, boom. And you're like, fuck, that was a fart in my face. Good.
So
You made
you're being you're being outsmarted by a fast food Mexican chain restaurant ambassador.
I've been outsmarted by a rubber mallet and concrete.
Well, we all have. We've all been there.
I think it's her defense mechanism, to be fair.
It's like a squid. Inks.
Or skunk, you know? It's a thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go.
I just feel like it's an involuntary reaction to relieve stress. You scare me, I might shit myself. I'm just throwing that out there.
I mean, that's probably the most correct answer, Dave, but
Whoa.
it's
They
the
call
least
me the professor for a reason.
it's the least whimsical.
Touche.
Did you just say professor?
I am a professor.
We can't say amfessor. It just doesn't roll off the tongue.
It really doesn't.
It really isn't.
Oh, man. All right. Next question is from Michelle Knopfsinger, Nate's mama.
Jaw.
Hi, Nate's
Yeah.
mom.
Nate's mama. She's the best.
Hi, Mama Nate.
If you're listening this far, thank you.
If you're listening this far,
Well, she's my drinking partner, and we're not allowed to go to Vegas anymore, so yeah.
damn.
All right. Respect. Respect.
You're
Yeah.
getting to the level of me and Joey at that point.
And then she says, what is the best part of living on the road, and what's the worst part?
When you hate your neighbor, Terry. Hate fucking Terry. And you don't want to live by Terry no more. You leave, and you're good because your house is on wheels.
That's true. You can just leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you don't
fucking
like-
Terry.
You can move really easily.
Because Terry was like, hey, so when I was in whatever, I don't know, he's like, I had a whole bunch of hookers, and I was a pimp. And I'm like,
And he's selling this, and I'm like,
straight
ew.
face, like not even like funny. Like
I told him, I'm like, that is so gross.
he's like, yeah, I had a whole bunch of dolls. I'm like,
What?
I'm just gonna stop this conversation. I gotta go over here.
Yeah.
My mom's calling. I gotta go pull my socks. But yeah, that's the best part. Like, I don't like these guys. I'm gonna leave.
Good
So
God.
gross. I think for me the best part would be seeing all the new places and I don't know, just kind of cool.
Seeing the country.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just meeting new people, nice people, not weird,
Not current.
Terry.
not weird, creepy people that
Right.
like have no personal boundaries that love
No,
to
but-
talk to you like this.
But good people.
Yeah,
Nice people.
Well, and
Yeah.
isn't it really nice to like not ever really be that far from home?
Right?
Yeah.
That's
You know,
what
it's like
make-
you're at the track and you can just go home and
Yeah.
lounge in your living room.
Yeah.
so lazy for us.
watch TV.
Yeah,
like-
you're like, oh, I'm just gonna step off of this race paddock and oh, hey, look, guys, I'm home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
gonna
like,
grab a kombucha out of the fridge. I'm gonna go kick
hells
back,
yeah.
put my feet up on the recliner, go watch me some
We
Dish.
got some vibrated chairs.
Boom.
Ooh, you're living that
Heated.
high
boy.
life.
Heated.
Lazy boys.
Damn.
Yeah, or I like to do yoga in the back of it when because like when
Yeah.
you're racing, you get
Stress.
Yeah.
You gotta stay
But your
limber.
muscles probably
Yeah.
get really
Yeah.
tense. You can stretch them out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
Hey,
Nice.
Stay
speaking,
loose.
hey, speaking of racing, real quick, are you guys coming out this weekend to the NASA Utah Round 1? You going to show up, even just to kind of say what's up?
Actually, that would be actually a
That'd
good
be kind
idea.
of fun.
Well,
But like race car wise,
well, no. Like, you don't have to race, but I mean, there's no gate fee, so like you can just
Yeah.
roll on
Say
in and
hi.
just be.
We will see how far we get the Subaru on Saturday
Well, I mean,
do it.
because it's Sunday.
No,
it's
we're just
free.
gonna commit to this.
Maybe
internet
Sunday.
world. We're just gonna be there.
Sunday.
Yay.
okay, cool.
Gonna hold you
Yeah.
to it.
Okay.
Gonna hold you to it.
Well, it's good because I'm the driver usually.
No,
Good.
you're not. Lately, I've been driving around here.
Well, yeah.
Damn.
She hasn't driven for a month. Driven.
It's fantastic to be chauffeured around. I'm like, I like this. I can just sit on my phone and just like,
Yeah.
Do you?
yeah.
I mean, it's nice. It really is.
it really is. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and then I think that the worst part also was in Arizona. We didn't know that they had this rule. So many of the trailer parks had to be 55 or older to stay long term.
Yeah. So they're ageist. So
Yeah.
I was looking
Yeah.
up. I was looking up a whole bunch of sites, and we didn't do much research before we
Well,
went.
I didn't
into-
understand what the 55 plus meant on the freaking website. I'm like, what does that
I
mean?
was like, what does it mean?
Gotta have your AARP card.
Yeah.
Guess so.
Card carrying member.
Yeah.
my,
so
my dad could get us
goddamn.
in.
I know. And what's the funnier part? So when Jamie walked in, because I had to take the dog back because they were anti-dog at this place, and
What
we're trying
the
to walk
fuck?
the boom. Yeah, and we're trying to walk the boom around, like, because boom's been creeped up in a car for 8 hours. I'm like, eh. So they're talking to Jamie, and they're like, so is who you're with is 55? And she's like,
Our
no.
combined age is at least 55.
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
yeah, it's like, shit. And I'm like, so we ended up being at this place in Manassas. No,
Not
not
Manassas,
Manassas.
Maricopa.
Sorry, Maricopa. Manassas is in
Virginia.
That is, yeah.
So in Maricopa, and it was
An hour-
out
yeah.
of the city limits.
Of southern Phoenix. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
like you go down this highway, it's called 347. Literally is at the end of this freeway.
Yeah, the freeway
That's
stops.
that's a weird feeling, probably.
Yeah.
Being at
Yeah.
the end of a freeway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this place was like, at least they had standards because they would kick out anybody that would do like a whole bunch of drugs. But it was just that whole like, oh, I'm in the middle of a desert, like
Next
Yeah.
to a dairy farm.
dairy farm, which is
Ooh,
like
yeah.
poo all the time, and there's flies. I'm like,
That's a fun place to be.
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
like, man, I'm just gonna kill myself right now.
That's fill myself full of lead. Let's do this.
Right? I'm like, I'd just rather stick my finger in a socket for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. But the plus side, we were really close to Bondurant, so I got to
Yeah.
go to Bondurant.
There you go.
And that's the
good.
main reason why we came out there is for Bondurant.
Yeah. You went to Bondurant, you went to a car museum, but let's talk about Bondurant.
Yeah, Bondurant was freaking
What'd you drive?
awesome.
Yeah.
Out there.
We drove the Dodge SRT Hellcats.
And
Oh my god.
thoughts?
So, and this was sucks. They had us on the black key. We couldn't use the red key.
Oh,
So-
what?
I know. They
What?
advertise.
Why?
Just
I don't know.
give you 392 at that point.
Yeah.
They advertise, oh yeah, you get 700 horsepower, but no, they cut you back and it's only 500 horsepower.
Was there like a
What the
special
hell?
package you didn't pay for that like
They-
unlocks the red key?
No.
That's full. That's horse shit.
Yeah.
Bondurant, you guys are shafting your clients.
Why?
Bob would be disappointed.
Bob would be very unhappy with the situation.
Yeah, fuck that.
I was gonna
Where's
say-
Hosford? God damn it. I know Corey used to instruct there. He would have broken out the red keys
Exactly. He probably
Yeah.
has the red key on his belt loop.
Yeah, but I was
next
shocked.
to a can opener for the spaghetti.
Yep.
Yeah.
We know someone with a Hellcat.
Yes, we do. We're going to go ahead and make things happen.
We should make things happen.
We're going to probably see him this weekend.
Are you guys going to make red key things happen?
Maybe.
I mean, we'd like to.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not going to say anything because I'm at the point in the evening where things are feeling numb and my lips are tingling. So I'm not going to promise anything.
I'll drink to that.
So you're meaning the truth's going to come out.
Gosh.
Hey.
You guys always do it when I'm empty. Look
Then
at this.
fill it up.
Bam, air. I
Fill
drink
it up,
to
fill it
air.
up.
Whatever.
Clink, 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 clink.
At this point, so long as you have something to put up,
There we go.
you know.
Yeah, but no, I was shocked like how well balanced that car is. Like
Yeah.
surprisingly, it handled really freaking well for like how big and heavy it is.
For being a boat.
Was it
Yeah.
the Charger or the Challenger?
Challenger.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, they're the same damn thing.
I mean,
Well,
no.
one's got way more wheelbase.
Yeah.
Aren't they the exact... I thought they had the same wheelbase.
No.
New.
No?
No.
All right.
See, and the instructors had the Chargers,
Nah.
but they had the red key, of course, so they got to go like.
Did you do any ride-alongs in the Red Key?
Yeah, they did the launch.
How-
My God!
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting, and I was in the back seat,
Yeah.
and just like it's just like, and you're like, oh crap!
It's like Shaquille O'Neal just going like, all right, you're going to sit down here.
Yeah,
Boom. Just,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And the instructors are so good. Like their car controls like amazeballs, and just
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, watch, we'll just drift over during this corner on the track, and they just drift, and then they bring it back to like normal, and I'm like,
How
damn.
did you just do that?
Right? Like I'm sad we didn't spend more time in the skid car. I wanted to do more skid car,
Sure, yeah.
but
Can you imagine the cost of tires it is to run those cars?
right? Yeah, they gave me. I went through one set and then gave me a new one.
Because they're 4,500 pounds
Yeah.
and 700 horsepower.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch. Yeah,
That's a
tires.
lot of, like, just imagine the forces just happening.
Yeah. So that was what, $2,000 in tires.
Depending on what
Yeah.
they
Just
put
me.
on it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had some good years. I forgot what they were, but I'm assuming because they're
Eagle
19 inch.
F1s?
Probably.
Eagle F1s
I
probably?
think
Yeah.
so.
Because that's the comparable to, like, the Pilot Super Sports or the, the
Yeah.
high-end P0s.
And they felt like the
Yeah.
super sports. So I'm
Did they?
assuming- yeah.
Tires.
So yeah, I mean they're 19 inches out. What, I don't even know how
By,
wide.
well, those were, like, 275s.
Damn.
If they weren't, well, and that's just the normal cars. And then the wide bodies were 305 all around.
I was going to say, I thought like even SRT 392s, and I thought early Hellcats had like 245s on them.
I think
They were, like...
270s.
Were
I
they
think.
275s?
I think so.
They're like
Okay.
265 or 270s.
Okay,
They were something
okay.
comically narrow for what they were.
Considering it was 700 horsepower.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool though. Yeah, and then the teacher took me off traction. I didn't know he took traction control off. He's like,
Oh.
because he's like, oh yeah, because I was looking at all the different modes. There's street, track, and
yeah.
normal, sport, or whatever.
And you get the little computer graphic
Yeah.
that shows the drive line and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
playing with that. He's like, oh yeah, here, let's just put you on track mode. And I didn't know that took off traction control. So I'm just driving around like normal. And
Well,
then
you know.
I look down, I'm like, oh shit, how did I not spin out?
That's what happens when you have too much fun.
Yeah, it was freaking awesome. And then we got to try the Mazda cars. Like, those are,
Those are the
Mazda
open wheel.
Formula
The Formula
Mazda.
Mazda? Yeah.
Dang,
No,
like,
that's the vehicle we wanted to get or end up in.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that's a
Right.
whole different beast. I've never driven a rear engine vehicle and
Oh, you've never driven like a 911 or anything? Gotcha.
Nope.
Gotcha.
never took actually a rear wheel drive car out on the track either.
Well, then.
So,
So this was a whole eye-opening
yeah,
experience.
yeah. I've always had my Subaru. I've always had all-wheel drive. So
Gotcha,
I've never even
okay.
raced a front-wheel drive or a rear-wheel drive. So,
Gotcha.
Okay.
Wow.
yeah, so it was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I had fun, but
Very cool.
man, those Mazdas though, they kick you.
It's fun going through
Oh,
corners
yeah.
in something like rear engine, like how you can
Like-
just put more in.
Well, or even
Yeah.
something where, like, the faster you go, the more grip you have. Like,
It's
something that
weird.
produces real
That's
downforce.
weird.
See, that was my first time
That's a
using
trip.
slicks too, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
holy crap! I'm like, I like this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could get used to slicks.
Well, I think...
There's a learning curve, though. to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
There's
Yeah,
definitely a
I
learning
learned
curve.
really. Yeah, I learned the hard way. I
did too.
I let go of the throttle too fast on a turn, and of
Ooh.
course, rear engine, it just spun me around so
Yeah,
quickly.
that'll...
I didn't even have a chance.
Yeah,
not
they'll-
even a chance to
It'll
correct
light
that.
switch you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Suddenly you'll go ass over tea kettle real quick.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I went over some curbs, and then that broke the fender where the radiator is, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Jimmy broke the car.
Aw.
Well, you know.
And then
You
I'm
got your money worth.
yeah, $400 repair that I had to pay.
Nice.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Did they let you back in?
Oh yeah, they gave me
Yeah.
a new
Okay.
car.
Yeah, it wasn't like a through arrogance that we did she did the badness.
Uh-huh.
It was more or less like wrong place, wrong time.
No,
Sure.
I just need to work on not being gentle because sometimes I'm too rough.
Well,
Like
you need to work on being gentle, not working on
Yeah.
gentle.
Smooth as fast.
yeah,
Smooth as fast.
Yes, Gavin.
I was going to say, first of all, I'm guilty of that.
Oh.
yeah.
Second of all,
I thought you wanted to ask a question.
well, no, I also wanted to throw in the reason why I asked, did they let you back, is because someone I know went to the Porsche experience in Atlanta, where
Oh.
they drove GT3 RSs and
Dang.
things like that. They didn't. They saw someone else bin an RS.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed back in.
No, yeah. Some met typically with like
Things
at
that
a
are $250,000, then you wreck it.
Well, typically at a racing school you have some sort of leeway, but with manufacturer stuff it's like where
Yeah.
yes, I want to learn to drive, like a
911
GT3
turbos.
Yeah, or a GT350R or whatever.
Yeah.
If you wad that shit up, Ford or Porsche or Chevrolet or Audi or whomever is
They don't
running
like it.
No, they will gladly keep your check and tell you to hit the fucking bricks.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry, your flight's not for another 3 days?
that sucks.
Well,
Too bad.
you shouldn't
I
have
mean-
wrecked the car.
you
Should
know,
have broke that damn car.
Poughkeepsie is a lovely place. Go ahead and explore the town for another 72 hours.
God.
Or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I know
crazy.
somebody from Poughkeepsie. They don't like it.
That's crazy.
That's
No.
why they're here.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, and what's funny is my instructor was behind me in his Charger, so
Oh,
yeah.
when it happened, and he's like, oh man, it was such an innocent mistake, and I was like, I know.
But he called it a mistake.
Yeah,
So
it really was.
yeah.
Just working on that throttle
Yeah.
control.
That's one of those things where I wish I know Raceco back in the day when Raceco was still a place,
Mm-hmm.
Raceco.
they would rent you a Formula Mazda car.
Yep.
So
Really?
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember even Cole, back when he was working at Raceco before life was a thing, he was pounding the drum of people. He's like, why do you want to turn a street car into a race car? Just spend like the 40 grand or whatever
Buy
it
a
is
race car.
to get a full-on race car.
Well, and those aren't like that bad. Like we were looking
No.
at somewhere like 10 grand, 12 grand. You're like in it, and then
Yeah.
it's basic maintenance, and it's over engineered, and you can't break crap.
Like at that point, you're literally
Yeah.
just replacing stuff. But at that point, you're replacing stuff that is designed to be replaced.
Because
Whereas,
it's not my own expression.
It's not my expression of my life. I
No,
just
I-
need this road rider.
I think I would have gone into that sooner if they were still racing.
if they were still,
if they were still had it. 'Cause
yeah,
that's
before
the main
open wheel died.
And that's
Yeah.
literally the main reason why we like started this adventure where we're on the road.
Yeah.
Is because we're like, okay, well, Jamie wants a real race car and a real yeah, you got OEM stuff, but still, there's like open wheel track vehicles are totally different from any of these other
Yeah.
like GTA
Things
vehicles.
that are engineered
Yeah.
to do this and
Mm-hmm.
only this,
This,
Yeah.
that's
are
their
way
one
different
job.
from a street vehicle that is modified to
No
do
compromise.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You do not have any compromise.
No.
no, and that's like okay, well, if Utah Motorsports or whatever, what it was, Miller, when we were here, we're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
done. We're like,
Yeah, if they would have kept open wheel, I think I would have.
yeah,
Yeah,
if that
but
that company would have came in, and
Well-
I know it's still in the works,
Yeah.
but
Well,
we
I mean,
we're done. We're
Kinda.
like,
Well,
we
I
can't.
mean, even I know the reason open wheel went away because there's still like a NASA open wheel a
Category,
Formula,
yeah.
Super Formula,
Mhm.
everything. But the problem was it got to be you had Ian Lacey in one of his cars, Bruno in his car, and Steven Costello in his car, and they were all three different classes, but they were one run group. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because then everyone's first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And there's no challenge.
yeah, so I mean, then everybody ended up going like Steven Costello's now running Porsche Pirelli USA Cup Trophy or what? It's got a new name. I can't remember the new name of it now, but he's running that now. Bruno's in Japan, obviously racing Formula 3 with BMAX Racing, and Ian is running Ian Lacey Racing and the G3 Racing Janetta program. So like everybody just kind of moved on,
Yeah,
you know?
kind of sad.
Yeah.
which sucks
but-
is you have a whole facility just rotting away.
Yep. I mean, it's like there's just a lot of there is still a shocking amount of open wheel that happens out at UMC, but it's the kind of stuff that we are not privy to see. Like we are not allowed to see all the IndyCar teams that test out there because they love testing at altitude and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we don't get to see them,
Yeah,
testing.
we're one of the highest tracks in the nation.
Yeah.
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 Is there anyone who's higher than us?
Maybe someplace in Colorado, but
I was gonna say, yeah,
Maybe.
the Colorado's that they're
They're
But,
mile
I mean,
high.
We're a few
Yeah.
hundred feet shy of being a mile, so
yeah,
But
But-
out there is probably lower.
yeah, it's like 4,400. You're right.
something like that. But yeah,
Wah, wah.
I know. I
mean,
wish GTA would come out.
I know we're trying to
I
convince
would-
them because like they go to
Well-
so this year they're doing Atlanta and there's a new track in
Oh,
New Jersey. And so that's why we're thinking about staying on the west or the East Coast for
Maybe.
Well-
May through
Yeah,
January.
but you see,
Yeah.
here's the issue with that.
It's hot and humid.
New Jersey.
I know.
It's also New
Yeah.
Jersey.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gross.
yeah, that's an
I
issue.
don't know if our trailer could withstand
No,
humidity.
it'll withstand it because I'm in it and I'll make it work. But
Well, the way you do it is you just run the AC constantly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never stop.
no,
Never.
It never stops going.
And I can
See-
actually like testify to this too. Like I was up in North Dakota for work.
I'm sorry.
Drove 2 hours to go see a car show on the bank of the Missouri River, right? It's July, it's 106 degrees outside. It's like 106% humidity,
Ooh.
Like anywho, I drove there for 2 hours in my truck with comfortable AC. It was nice, it was dry, it was cool, right? I parked my truck, I turned it off, and I opened the door, and everything fogs up like I opened a sauna.
Ugh.
The first time we went to Atlanta, that was that way.
It happened just like
Yeah.
that, didn't it?
We opened the door and we're like, oh, that funk is inside.
Dat funk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And we showed up in like a trailer with like pretty much a flatbed trailer with a camper on it with a car on the back of it. They were
Yep.
like, wow, you're a redneck. I'm like, well, I don't care.
yes we are.
I don't care. I don't care.
Y'all looking
Yep.
like you're from the Florida-Georgia line.
Right? They're like,
Ooh.
I grew up in Florida half my life.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Clearwater.
damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh.
I want to say this explains a lot, but I actually have more questions.
Yeah, like
right?
there's
How are
so
you
many
s-
more questions.
How are you so, like,
Centered?
normal?
How do you have all your teeth?
She would have introduced a meth right
Okay,
quick.
just
I
Latino,
mean, I was gonna
Latino
say,
families are different. Just
I
saying.
was going to
That's
say, in Clearwater, Florida, aren't you born with a felony? Like,
Actually, my parents actually had a hard time finding an apartment where they allowed children.
oh,
Because
no
old
shit.
people were like,
Damn.
they were not about children life.
Fucking
No.
elderly.
Which is the same thing
Again.
with RV parks.
Again, the elderly. Fucking the little guy.
Don't
Same-
worry, they're dying.
I know.
We're gonna
They're
take
still-
over soon.
Same thing in the RV parks. There's places where they do not allow any children.
Yeah, and
we
it's-
are all going to be such cool old people.
I know, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
because of the subsidies that the state was giving to
The RV parks.
RV parks because of the old people. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they monetize this whole goal, which has made them all want to do this goal. So therefore, 95% of all the RV parks that we went to, that we didn't plan, that were
Yeah.
old people plus, yeah, sucked. And that's why we were out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Fun.
the first night we had to sleep on the side of the
Oh.
freeway by this casino,
Ooh.
and
boondocking.
there were some shady deals.
Yeah,
like,
so there was this nice flat. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pull up. I saw it when we were coming down the freeway, and I'm like, oh, I saw this, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop and we'll just park in this nice flat. Well, I went up there towards the dark and point my lights up there, and I'm like, oh shit, there's a drug deal happening. Jimmy's like,
Yeah.
what? I'm like, let's just back this out.
We're just gonna go ahead and let these people take
Gonna
care of their
back that
business.
ass up.
Oh,
And
no,
pull the
yeah.
fuck out.
No, we just parked 3 trailers down because there's a couple semis.
parked
So
there.
I know
Oh,
semi
yeah.
guys. They're hardcore as fuck. So they're not.
Yeah.
Gonna
They don't
give-
care.
They're not gonna give no fucks. So we just parked like really far away. Cause I'm like, yeah. And then we had to walk the boom. Like, boom, just go potty real quick.
and
real
like
quick,
in this
buddy.
area
Real
because
quick.
there's so much
I'm like,
garbage.
There's so much garbage and glass and probably needles. I'm like,
Yeah, I didn't want
everywhere.
her
Of
little
course.
paws to get
It'd be weird if
punctured.
there wasn't.
And I'm like, this sucks. So that was our first night in
In Phoenix.
And I'm like, I'm done with this
So,
place.
so you've seen the wonders that Phoenix has to offer.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sally and Marcus who are surviving in Arizona somehow, in Phoenix specifically.
Oh no! If you
Wow.
go to that area,
No, that area where
It's
they're
really
at,
nice.
We went and visited them. They're the one that told us our crankcast.
I
well, not
the-
them. We went to Snell Performance.
Oh,
There's they share a shop with some. I forgot his name.
I just like the idea of shitting on Phoenix and Arizona in general.
It sucks so bad. So I was
I mean, I like Arizona. Honestly,
do you have a brain tumor? Because like
It's possible.
obviously it's
Wow.
like blowing up your frontal
Reality.
cortex that
Well,
which makes the reality
here's the
happen.
thing: the parts of Arizona I've been to, I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
I've only had a layover in Phoenix.
Wait,
Well
wait.
then.
When you were in Phoenix that were enjoyable, were you a little kid and were you being touched a whole bunch?
Possibly, and yes.
Damn.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
This explains a lot, actually.
Okay.
So it was by Kanab.
Yeah,
You're like, damn it.
That area,
I'm not even mad. That's
that area
that's
is
impressive.
nice.
Yeah, Paige is nice. I'm gonna give it to you.
Tucson's
Paige
nice.
is, yeah.
I like
we haven't been there.
Flagstaff.
Expensive, but it's nice.
We haven't been
We were
there.
gonna go down there, but we were just done driving.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Flagstaff, and like I was in
Yeah,
Pullman
that
for a
was
little
pretty.
bit
Yeah.
to like.
Flagstaff's nice.
Yeah.
Flagstaff, we were gonna stay in, but we're like, they have snow. We're done with snow. Ew. Ew.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Ew. And then the moment. So I'm sorry, Utah. We ruined your weather because the moment we decided to come back to Utah because we're gonna do this transmission swap or whatever.
Whatever.
fix,
We didn't know
and
what we were going to do.
we didn't know what we were gonna do, but we knew we had a shop to do it in, and we're like, I guess we're gonna come back. We're not gonna go straight to Cali. And that's when you guys got your first snow of the year.
God damn it.
Thanks, jackass.
Thanks for that.
Wait,
Appreciate
was this
it.
like a couple weeks ago?
Exactly.
That's the storm that someone slid and hit my car.
Yeah. We
Oh,
came
thanks.
in.
Yeah.
Thanks
We
for that.
came in on that because we.
That's where I got stuck in my driveway,
Oh, no.
killing myself trying to dig myself
Oh,
out so I could go to my
no.
$20,000 a year job.
Yeah, we pretty much barely made the whole little window that was through Flagstaff because we stayed in the middle of boonies.
Oh, no, we went to
Yeah.
that winery that was
Yeah.
super cool. The owner is like,
Where is this?
oh, gosh, Camp Verde.
Camp Verde.
Camp Verde.
Really got to hit that.
Oh, yeah.
Verde.
Yeah, the owner, his family is from Mexico.
Okay.
And he said he went to school to be an architect, but then decided to do,
Have to grow grapes instead.
Horticulture.
that's what it is, but they specialize in
Horticulture.
grapes.
Horticulture.
Horticulture.
And so, because I guess they're
Horticulture for
giving out
2000.
like tuition money
Horticulture.
toward that for farming. So he did that, and then he started his like vineyard or whatever. It's all sustainable. Like he collects his own water
That's awesome.
to do the grapes.
He has a goose
He has
that
geese.
sits and eats the bugs.
He's got
and then
geese
has
and
chickens
chickens,
that eat the
bugs.
weeds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that.
Jesus.
And then it's his wine is only made from his grapes. Like he doesn't
Sure.
buy.
He doesn't import.
He doesn't
Yeah.
buy anyone else's. Like he was telling me, oh yeah, you got to pick the leaves at a certain time, so then the grapes can mature at a certain point, or else they'll grow mold, and then you can't make wine. And
Wow.
oh
Yeah,
my
we're
God.
like, wow, you are looking at the sugar content in your grapes that are growing literally right now.
Yeah.
Growing. With the, all the sun.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. It just like sat there for a moment like, oh, shoot.
And he was nice. He gave us brownies that his granddaughter
Yeah.
made him.
They were super awesome brownies.
Yeah,
Nice.
well, I couldn't eat them.
Not the best awesome, but very good.
I mean,
it's the thought. That
yeah,
counts,
it's
right?
the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Well, no, super awesome is in green brownies because we were in Arizona.
No, I knew.
Okay, cool.
I was right there with you.
I was shading my path.
I mean,
Yeah. So there was snow in Flagstaff, so I saw a winery sign. I'm like, Nate, let's go get wine.
tally ho.
And I drove a semi through a small little village,
Yeah.
hoping I don't hit no low damn signs.
Yeah.
It's almost
What
14
else?
feet high.
What else did we do there? Oh, the Dwarf Car Museum.
Oh, Dwarf
Oh,
Car
yeah.
Museum.
Hey, yeah, I
That
saw
video.
a bunch of that. That was super cool.
Yeah.
We got to meet the guy that started it, Ernie.
That's
Cool.
really
Yeah,
cool.
he
And-
did and he didn't just start the dwarf cars. He started the dwarf car racing
Racing scene.
series, and he sold it off to another guy. But he builds them from the ground up. From like, I wish I would have
was-
remembered good, but it was a Toyota frame.
I forgot what year. Like
Yeah.
he usually gets him from.
But he builds it from the ground up, so he does all his sheet metal work. And he's like, okay, we're doing an Impala, and so he's doing a 6'4" Impala, and he's like replicating it
But
to the
dwarf
T.
size.
to a smaller scale. It's not like he's buying like cut and channel. He's literally taking flat pieces of sheet and folding it into the shape.
And welding.
Yeah, and it's like, oh shoot.
Wow.
So all these cars are from the ground up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said Jay Leno, when we came, Jay Leno, in his car show, they came the month prior.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they should be
Nice.
coming out sometime in the spring, they said.
Cool.
Did they have a thing? I think there's a Jay Leno thing that came through the University of Utah, I believe. It was like a traveling show.
Yeah, because him and this other actor.
Oh, that super tall dude. He's like 6 foot something.
Or Everyone Loves Raymond's brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to call him Lou Ferrigno, but he's not.
No, that is
I know.
Yeah.
It just sits in my brain.
That dude.
That guy.
Dude.
The guy like that.
The guy like that. So there's that. And the other part is trying to find like a whole bunch of random ass jobs.
Yeah, that would be the second
So,
part. I haven't been able to find a job
yeah.
yet. Like,
Really?
We're the quintessential like pair where Jamie has 2 degrees, 7 years worth of experience in the field of her
IT.
degree,
Jesus.
Yeah.
and can't find a job. And I'm just swinging hammers and moving foops. Oh, by the way, do you want to know what a foop is?
What is a foop?
Why not?
It's a front opening unified pod. It's for Intel. Literally, I was working for Intel as a part-time job, or not part-time, but a full-time temporary job. And I moved foops around from stalker to stalker or stalker to tool.
He was like moving Ferraris, basically.
Yeah,
around.
Yeah.
These
They're
foops
expensive.
were, so it's a full wafer, and then there's 22 wafers per foop, and it could be like $22 million in a foop.
Jesus.
Damn.
And then the cart itself was $21,000. Yeah, I'm like, this is stupid.
That's just stupid stressful. What it sounds
Stupid.
like.
No, it's not even stressful because everyone's just chill and like pretty much half of them are probably high. But
Oh, okay.
Well, you know.
yeah,
Well, you guys can only walk this fast.
Like you do.
no, you can only walk that fast because like everyone's been at IKEA.
Yeah.
4 swivels, right? There's 4 swivel cart. Now you have room for your legs, right?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is a straight cart where like if you fully extended your leg, you shin it every time.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think they designed it on purpose so
Yeah.
you don't go fast.
And you're wearing a bunny suit. So the bunny suit is basically a white, it's a chem suit. Pretty much it's booties, a gown, and a hood. And it's you just pretty much, it's no beard, nothing. Like all you see is eyes and noses.
Yeah.
And it's the
Funny.
quintessential like clean room.
Like hazmat.
Huh.
Yeah.
They gave him a specific cell phone because he couldn't use your regular cell phone.
Yeah.
Specific pens can only go there. People can't use perfume, lotions,
Yeah.
deodorant.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah.
And this suit, like, they're like, oh, you can't really wear deodorant because, you know, it has CFMs, and so you're just blowing off these shit. I'm like, so you want a whole bunch of stinky people in a fucking bag walking around
And 70-degree weather.
in the 70, it's like literally 7 degrees all the time. I'm like, oh, this sucks. And it's a 12-hour shift.
Jesus.
Yeah, it sucks.
Ouch.
Brutal.
Ouch.
The only fun things were like, so we had to wear booties, and they came in a pigeonhole, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you just gotta reach deep into that booty hole to get that booty. Gotta check that booty.
Damn.
Yeah,
And I think that might
Of
be...
course, that would have been your favorite part.
it was my favorite part.
Of course.
Well, then trying to like convince everybody they're dead squirrels because they're just on the side of the road, and I'm just as googly-eyed wiggle man.
Perfect.
Oh my god. Yeah, so then I just been trying to get sponsors and get the Racing Chica brand out there and
Sure.
Yeah.
working on that.
There we
And
go.
like,
We're two articles deep. We have
oh, we're going to be featured in Trailer Life in September. So
Nice.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. They
Awesome.
when Nate's dad was, staying in the same trailer park as us, like he took some pictures for us.
Nice.
Cool.
Very cool.
Nate
Super
helped
cool.
with the lighting.
Fun.
Attaboy.
That way, because him and his dad are photographers.
I'm usually a shooter, so I'm like,
Yeah.
you're usually a shooter, but like the shooter can't be in the photos.
No.
Like I can make it. I could do it. But I'm like, I'm trying to. My dad's like super old school, so he's like, just shoot for that frame. And I'm like, no, don't shoot for the frame. I need to shoot for consistency over a 30 phrases. Like,
Yeah.
I need consistency. And he's like, no, let's just. I'm gonna change the aperture. I'm like, don't fucking change the aperture, motherfucker.
God damn it.
I'm like, just,
Stop touching things.
I'm like, don't shoot for the shot. Shoot for the phrase. Like, shoot for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But he got it.
He got it eventually.
He did good. He did really
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
the Bush daddy.
good. That is Bush Daddy.
There we go.
Oh man, last question from Dustin Greenleaf.
Oh, dear God. We're still in question?
Holy shit!
I would call that a rabbit hole, my friend.
Actually, we already answered this. Doesn't ask what's the hardest thing you've dealt with on an adventure. I would say finances.
Finances.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, oh, you guys are rich. I'm like,
Nah.
we are
No.
maxed out on
I'm like,
every motherfucking
savings
credit
is
card.
going down.
I am
It's going
saying
up.
motherfucker because, like, motherfucking credit cards.
Dude, a financial planner right now would, like, hate us.
Shit,
So
bring
bad.
it. They're like, where's your money going? I'm like, see that black blob over there? That black blob is WRX. That's where all the money's going.
Yeah. But
Damn.
we're determined
funding
now.
that.
Well,
Like,
there you
Well,
go.
in the same sense, like, if you've seen every, show or whatever, they had to hit the bottom. So
Yeah.
we're just trying to get to the bottom real quick. Like, we're just trying to cut out all that shit and get to the bottom.
It's like an episode of Intervention.
Yeah.
You know,
reverse.
you're really just no. The person has to hit rock bottom
Okay.
before they can accept the fact that they are powerless over their addiction and that they need help.
Exactly. So we'll just make it happen.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're on our way down to that point right now. Is that what you're saying?
No, we still got we got at least a half a year left
Okay.
maybe.
at my
We got
calculations.
6 months until we start seeing a camera crew, and then we're in business.
Well, we're camera crewing our own, so
No, yeah, I mean, but when we see just like two cameras and a boom mic and a PA running around with releases, trying to get people to sign things,
Yeah.
yeah, then we know exactly what's happening.
Hey,
Yep.
And I'm gonna write a bullshit 3-page long letter.
they were sitting in my basement so long, and they were just super drunk.
Dear Jamie and Nate, I miss the Jamie and Nate I used to know.
Right? You guys sold out. Like, fucking, that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, I tell people all the time, it's like, oh, no. The end goal of this whole thing
Is to sell out.
to
Is
sell
money.
the fuck out hardcore.
Right? It's like, I'm trying to syndicate and make money. They're like, oh, no, you gotta be true to your... No.
No.
Make.
You can be true to yourself.
You can
so-
be true to
can do
yourself.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when they say, like, you're a sellout because you're being your truest self and people are buying into your investment, that's when it's like,
Fuck off.
I
Well,
see.
I mean, I'm more than willing to, if somebody just backs up a dump truck full of money, they're like, we want to buy your thing and then do with it what we will.
Have
Sure.
it.
Have fun.
Have it.
right?
How many zeros and commas are we talking about? Okay.
All of the commas.
Tight. Away I go. I just made the gross domestic product of a small country.
Right?
I'm
You're
in
like,
business.
I could buy an island right now.
Fuck off, Ecuador. I just made more than you did.
Hey, man. That's my peoples you're talking about.
You just talked to a Colombia.
Estonia.
I'm a
There we go.
Columbadorian American here.
Damn. All right.
Wow, the one
just go.
country. The one country you could have
had it
picked.
picked.
Goddamn. All right. Sorry.
Oh,
Macedonia.
Which,
Why y'all make such good coffee, though?
Eat me,
That's
Bosnia
Colombia.
and
Oh,
Herzegovina.
Colombia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Colombia.
Yeah.
it's in my people's blood.
that's our
Actually,
Oh,
no, actually,
yeah.
I did go to Colombia and we went to a coffee farm.
that's our exit plan. We're just gonna buy a hacienda in Colombia. We're gonna export our coffee.
And Coke.
Done.
Perfect.
I mean, I've been called
Coca-Cola,
Che, I've been called
please.
Pablo. It's cool.
God.
All right. Well, I think we've been insensitive, both racially and otherwise, enough
cool.
for an evening.
I have no jeans.
Oh, yeah, Nate. We did the 23andMe thing.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 23andMe DNA test.
Like the
and,
Ancestry.com.
Like,
yeah,
he
type
doesn't-
of deal.
Yeah.
No. They've returned it twice now.
Wait, did you get the
And
notification?
nothing?
Nothing. I have no jeans.
You don't exist?
I don't exist. They're like, you have no jeans, so can
So
you
wait,
spit
if-
back in this tube?
So
You
hold
just,
on,
like,
if I-
came into being.
Well,
you don't
like-
come from anywhere.
So the funniest part is like
you just
my
appeared.
I'm like, hey guys, and they're like, did you just appear? I'm like, I'm an inflatable arm tube, man. And you guys are all just goddamn squirrels. Bam. Full circle.
Perfect.
Amazing.
And I think that might be as perfect a place as any place to end this.
I would say so.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys.
How like everyone's like, yes. This needs to
Please, oh my God, cut to the shit. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Well, guys.
Damn, Dave, tell us how you really feel.
No, I actually
Wow,
really
Dave.
want this to continue.
Yeah, I know. Like we're just talking on this whole mic
We
thing
can
the
do
whole
this.
time.
Well, I got
Do
to
this
edit.
all night.
I got to cut this thing down. So, like,
Okay.
you guys can talk off mic and all that stuff, but right now we need to kind of bring this thing
To a head.
flaming and flailing into the dock.
Well, if
Wacky waving, flailing, flaming inflatable tube man.
just remember, if you're going to be a part of a man train, you always want to be the caboose.
Life lessons from Nate.
And with those words, it's time to end.
Follow
Adios.
follow Jamie's adventure and the Nomads Adventures at The Racing Chica on Instagram, Twitter, theracingchica.com,
Correct.
Facebook.
I think that's about it. My YouTube channel, that one's a little different. That one's, oh gosh,
Isn't that just Jamie Moreno?
Jamie Moreno, and
There
then
we go.
The Racing Chica, 18.
All
I
right.
don't know why it just,
Or whatever.
Doesn't
whatever.
matter.
Yeah.
Because
Just,
there's a whole bunch of yous.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, the entire time we've been talking, every time I've seen your name pop up, it's been Jaime, not Jamie. So, that's just...
Jaime Moreno.
Jaime Moreno.
That's a,
Jaime
I
Moreno.
know.
that's a deep cut to the first time you were on.
Oh my god, you have no idea. In IT, so many people will tell me, "Oh, I thought you were a guy," and it's like, Thanks.
Thanks,
Damn.
dude.
yeah. Oh, even ladies would say it. Like when I pick
my
up the
God, I
phone,
thought you were a guy.
it's like, well, I'm not, yo,
Yeah.
So deal with it.
right?
Anyway, so follow Jaime and Nathaniel at The Racing Chica.
All the biblical
He
names.
put the headphones down thinking he wasn't going to get anything.
So I have to stop you at Nathaniel because that's not my biblical name. That's my rapist stepbrother's name, and I can't abide by this. He's Nathaniel. I am Nathan.
Fine.
Wow.
Damn it.
You made
Just
him mad.
like the same way that the only people that could call me David are law enforcement agencies and
Exactly.
my parents.
No, when police officers stop me on the road, they're like, Nathaniel. I'm like, dude, this is not on my license. You can just step the fuck up. I've been pulled over for illegal tint at 3 a.m.
Oh, and then they thought you kidnapped me.
And then I thought I'd kidnap Jamie. And then
Damn.
and then
They
they're like,
asked me, they look over and they're like, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And I'm like,
yeah, they're like, wink
Yeah.
twice if you're okay. And I'm like, dude, I'm right here. I can hear you. Then they're like, and then when we were in Ed, they pulled me over because it was 4 a.m. and I had ambulance on the back of my vehicle. And then Mr. Wiggles was like, hey, I'm going to roll down the window because it's a canine unit. I'm like, don't roll down my window.
No.
And he rolled down the window and the pretty much
The glass.
A pillar fell out on the police officer and broke all over the place. I'm like,
Nice.
I told you not to roll down the window. You could talk to him through the window. And yeah, so there you go. Sorry, Nathaniel.
So anyway,
you got him on this tangent. It's your fault.
I know. I'm aware of what I did. I can take ownership of my mistakes.
You made him mad.
Not mad. I'm not mad.
Right.
Anyway, follow Jamie and Nate and their adventures, The Racing Chica, on pretty much all social media. Just go ahead and search Jamie Moreno or The Racing Chica 18 on YouTube.
Jamie,
Well-
not Jaime.
Yes.
Jaime. Jamie. And go ahead and follow us on our
Jamie
social
Moreno.
on our social media. Cam Automag on everything. CamAutomag.com. And let's see. Oh, Gavin, you were on a podcast that is not this one recently.
Oh yeah, I was on
Hey.
Snail Trail.
Yeah, so
I talked about things and dumb shit I've gotten into.
tight.
Yeah,
Sweet.
So
yeah.
so go ahead and listen to that one whenever the hell that one comes out.
It is out.
Oh, tight.
It
So
is out.
So by the
Just
time we hear this.
look
Yeah.
up Snail Trail Podcast, and it's Cody and Taylor, and yeah, good guys. A lot of fun to hang out with.
very cool.
Oh, goodness.
You got to let me know when you're about to turn off the
Okay,
microphone.
sorry.
It makes a horrific noise.
Wow,
Sorry.
Jamie.
It's all right.
Way to go.
Anyway,
Anywho.
Steady Broke is our sponsor. We love them. I've been wearing my Tuesday. I've been drinking a 12-pack of beer for the last 3 weeks, and that 12-pack cost $12. Oh, wow.
Chocolate.
Tight.
Chocolate things.
That is not what I thought that was. I
This
thought
is-
this was about to get real weird.
Oh no.
So there you go.
I forgot. I bought you guys chocolate.
Aw, thank you,
Thank
Jamie.
you very
You're
much.
welcome.
But, yeah.
Bug bites.
Please rate and subscribe to this podcast. Like us on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, hit the notification button. And until next week, I have been Mike.
I've been Gavin.
I've been Dave.
And that's it. Now we're going to do the whole trademark slow fade out thing. So,
All right, so bug bites. They have this endangered species chocolate thing.
It's really good. Very tasty.